I've got a secret to tell you guys. Did you know I used to be a fireman? For 12 years, I risked my life for other people. I used to rush into burning fires. I used to get people that had succumbed to the smoke and pull them out. I carried them out on my back, and I'm a real hero. 12 years of my life I dedicated as a fireman, not a fire starter. Those rumors are not true. And now I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. That's what I am. And I work for one of the biggest Ponzi schemes in America, Goliath Ventures Inc. Here's what I do. They put me in charge of a department. I don't quite know the department because I didn't get trained on how to run a business, but they said I can be an entrepreneur. I don't even know if I actually have an official title. I'll have to have a look at my title, and I should have prepped this a little bit better. My title as an entrepreneur for Goliath Ventures Inc. Where am I? I'm in here somewhere. There it is. Director of Administration. So when you book those meetings that we tell you that are going to last for 45 minutes to calm the farm when $380 billion was lost in crypto, and our whole company is built on blockchain technology, pink liquidity pools, and Bitcoin mining, and you want a meeting to know how your investments are going, I'm the administrator. I'm the guy that handles all the correspondence in the company. And that's why I can call myself an entrepreneur. I had no money. No, I did get involved in some stuff called Alpha, which is all about men being real, true men, the brotherhood and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, that's the introduction that I wanted to do. But then I asked ChatGPT to write me a more accurate introduction. So today we're looking at a man who, in my opinion, should have stayed in the firehouse. Because at least there he was saving people, not confusing them with paid press releases. We've got a new article. This new article tries to paint him as some sort of hero, leader, author, coach, a mentor for your children. You name it. Honestly, if I keep reading his titles, I might need a fire extinguisher to put out the smoke that's coming out my brain. There's a smouldering in here. Today, we're going to read the sponsored masterpiece. And yes, it's sponsored. That means he's paid for it to be written. Well, he hasn't paid for it to be written. He's written it and then put it in here as a paid article. And we're going to look at what it says, and then we're going to look at what it conveniently does not say, because the whole article shows him as a proud family man on a mission to raise alphas. A lot of people watching this already know there is a very different story behind the scenes with Goliath Ventures, and he's right in the middle of it. So let's sit back, grab a coffee, buy me a coffee if you want. Don't have to, but it would be nice. Well, at least join the YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. Look, I've even got a button there for you. Click this button and the thing pops up on my screen, and you click that bell. Ooh, I nearly got it right today. Click that bell and you'll be notified when I go live. Somebody just messaged me just before I went live and said, can you give me the link to your live? And I'm going, come on, guys. And I always say to people, if you do subscribe to the YouTube channel, I'll get Sadie to come and clean your window screen for you, because I like to give back to the community. So I'm going to read aloud the article, which, to be honest, I haven't really read it. I haven't really read the article, I'll be honest, but I'm going to read it together with you guys, because I know this is a load of bullshit already. And there's a couple of things I want to do first, just before we get going. Now, we are getting a bed delivered today, and I probably will get interrupted along the way and probably have to leave the live and come back, because the delivery men don't know. So I've gone to town. Hopefully, oh, is this not going to work? my thingy's gone off. Oh no, that's going to make it really hard to do broadcasting today. So let's go to MacBook screen, share screen. Maybe that one there. Is that going to work? Ah, it's done what I didn't want it to do. Anyway, so we're going to have a bit of fun all day long today unless I get that fixed. Oh, I know what to do. I'll open up this. So as you can see, you've got Danny to Heck here and Pixel all sitting here. Oh, it's back. Thank goodness for that. All right, so I'm just going to get this resized so it fits properly. There it is. So there's my Porsche. Now, this is the amazing thing, I must say. This Porsche is not what I would consider a true flashy entrepreneur to be driving. I think you should have been in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, because we know Christopher's got a black Ferrari waiting for him in Dubai with 2 houses. We know Christopher, your boss, has bought 2 houses in Dubai for when he leaves. We know that there's been 3 people in the community hub already prepping themselves for Dubai, because that's where you're going to go when the 6 government agencies that are chasing you down catch up with you. And maybe that's why you haven't got a real flash car. I mean, I wouldn't say this was a flash car. This is a car that I possibly could own one day. That's if I get enough donations from doing my YouTube channel. Probably not going to get one of those. In fact, I have a Suzuki Swift. I'll tell you a funny story. I went to the doctor once, and it was recently after my divorce, and I was just feeling really down. I think we had a big earthquake here. Went off to the divorce, to the doctor, and I told him my story, and he said to me, "What are you driving?" And I said, a Suzuki Swift. And my doctor had a Lamborghini. I think he's got, anyway, Subarus, those real fast Subarus now. Anyway, he said to me, "Danny," he said, "you've always had nice cars. Get out of my office and go buy yourself a new car." And I went and bought myself an R8 V8 Holden, one of the very fast cars here. Couldn't afford it, but it put the swing back in my step. So this is me replacing the photo that you're going to see here. Now, I don't know about you, but this car thing, and using these car things to excuse, I don't know, what is the picture here telling us? He can afford a Porsche, an old Porsche. That's not even a flash Porsche, is it? I mean, if it was a GT3 Porsche, I'd be going, whoa. But that's just an everyday mum and dad Porsche, I believe. But that is it's not a fire truck. It's not a fire truck, ladies and gentlemen. But if you look down the bottom here, it actually tells you that that photo was actually given to the sponsored review by Steve Davis himself. So I think that's quite funny. And another side story, which is relevant, is we had a guy called Chavis, and he was trying to sue me, where he claimed he's going to sue me for $300,000 US because I was the person that caused him to have a stroke. And he actually submitted what looked like court documents written by ChatGPT to my hosting provider of my website, and actually had my website shut down. It was a friggin' hilarious. So I wrote back to them and said, these are fake documents. They still had emojis in them. Do you know any court documents that have emojis in them? No. And in square brackets, it said insert date here, and he hadn't updated it. But my hosting provider, which was WP Engine at the time, should join Looney Tunes. They decided to give me a 30-day marching order. So now I've had to move my website to Google Project Shield, who protect journalists. They have a message that needs to be told, and it helps save me from denial server attacks, which I was getting continuously for 2 months when I started reporting on Goliath Ventures. Coincidence? Could it be a coincidence? But at the moment, my website is sitting there proud as punch and delivering, the news, the truth. That's what I do. See how fast that loads? And you can come down here, and I've even put a button on my website called Goliath Ventures. And you click on Goliath Ventures, and you can see that the Homeland Security is asking people to come forward. There's a message that we intercepted from Homeland Security. We blocked out their phone number. We've got photos here of Christopher shaking hands with Kash Patel. That's the head of the FBI. And also we've got other photos of rappers and Christopher spending, like it's been reported that Christopher spent over 6 figures one night in a bar. Now, where does that money come from? Well, Christopher the other day claimed that he had 2 companies publicly listed. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm dyslexic. Now, the word public means that everybody should be able to see what these companies are. I didn't know Christopher actually had any companies to publicly But that's what he said in one of his own videos. Might want to scrub that one from the internet. But these are the sort of cars that I'd expect Stephen to be driving, not an old cruddy Porsche. Here's a lovely photo from my liquidity partners, and the guy next to Christopher here, where he got 2 years in prison, but for some reason, some Nancy gave him his passport back 2 days before he got charged. Well, I think it was 2 days, but he asked if he could go to Dubai to tie up some business, and he's never come back. But he's got 2 years, and that was from my liquidity partners, and that's Nick. I always get his last name screwed up. I get everyone's last name screwed up. Nick Bachiro. Well, he was in it from the start. And if you don't know anything about my liquidity partners, you really want to find out, because that has been, that's been, labelled as a scam, and also SEC's got involved, and that's why that guy got 2 years in prison. Nick has also been featured in court documents. A company that he was the sales manager of got done for doing misleading claims, and something about $2 million. You'll have to look it up yourself and do your own research. I've just on the top of my head, and I can't be accurate, so don't hold me accountable on that one. But basically, everyone in here has got a cricket past. Now, Christopher even got fired from his job at In-N-Out Burger. He got fired on a video. He told everyone that he got fired because he took some Adele tickets that he was gifted by another person he was doing business with, and thought he'd take them home to his wife at the time. And if you're not keeping up with current events, pals, cows, he's still going through divorce proceedings, has bought a lovely house for the wife. I think he's bought 5 houses with your money over the last few months. So if you want to find out more about here, especially Stephen Davis, you want to read here. You want to read these this article here. Now, this is not going to be a Ponzi, what do you call it, a podcast. This is just one of 17. This is 17 blogs where we talk about Christopher and all the things he's done, how he's changed banks recently because the second biggest bank in America didn't want him anymore. You may have missed that one. We help whistleblowers so they know what a whistleblower really is. We received a bribe. They've offered me $150,000 to shut up. We talk about the biggest crash in crypto and how Chris is now stashing his $2,000 bottles of wine. We talk about the dirty tactics that they're using. We've been receiving copyright strikes on a video like this where I just talk. They have 2 of my videos have received copyright strikes from Goliath Ventures, claiming that this video is their video. Now that's dirty. So that's how you play. You want to do that. We talk about New Zealand. Oh, yes, we talk about how he's trying to sue me, which is friggin' hilarious. Tyler Peters decided he was an investor. He took his money out and left his winnings on the table, but then he decided it'd be a good idea to go over and meet Chris at the German Beer Fest. That was quite funny. And here we talk about the lawsuit that they've had previously with my liquidity partners, who is profiting from the money that Christopher's spending like it's water. In here, we talk about the In-N-Out Burger sagas. And we talk about people who believe that their contract that they've got with Goliath Ventures Inc. isn't worth the paper it's printed on. I don't even know, but on the 3rd of September, they closed down the company in Florida. And then we've got what happens with clawbacks. That means if you have made money, we did have one lovely fella who's put $15 million in it and made $2.8 million back. And he's now taken out his $17.8 million. And he realizes that he'll have to give that money back because it's clawbacks. That money wasn't done by what they claim they were doing. What else? They haven't got any registrations. They haven't got any FinCense registrations. It means they don't have any licenses that we can find. And if we do, we've asked them for all this information, but they failed to give it to us. The only thing they have given us is a fakey, unusual lawsuit, which is really, really funny. So we've asked them for all their licenses for all the things that they claim they're doing, and we've just got crickets. So now we got legal documents instead from the courts in Orange County. So you can go to Orange County and clerk, and you can search for Danny DeHeck, and you can see all the proceedings there. We currently do have a motion to dismiss in there because we had nothing else to do with our time. Also, we talk about the fake audits that we had from Matt Burke. Matt Burke was actually a parish, and he's been scrubbed from the website of his church because he's no longer a parish, so to speak. I am listening to the comments that we've got in the chat room, which is great, but I'm just on a high horse at the moment. And then we wrote a response to their cease and desist letter. That was friggin' hilarious as well. We've had a lot of fun doing this one. We find out they're their bookkeeper who can handle a company that allegedly does $500 million worth of investments so far to date. Is it's just a little wee bookkeeper who works for a guy called Samuels. I've forgotten his last name. However, she closed her company down on the 2nd of September and reopened it up in Florida a few days later, which is quite strange, really. So we talk about her and how a bookkeeper can manage a big company. We talk about how they did actually write out to their investors telling everyone that we were just doing a smear campaign. And then we talk about Black Block, Matt Burke, my wealth management, and how they're all linked together. Now, ironically, wealth management was going after the retirement money of people, and also the is it 401k, you know, the money that they do, because I know that if you move your retirement money from one investment to another investment, it actually costs you, it can cost you 30% to move. So, but the good thing about once you manage to fool people into letting you look after your investment fund, that money won't come out very easily. So theoretically, it's a perfect breeding ground for a Ponzi scheme. And that's why Black Block, not Black Lock, whatever. Anyway, Black Block and My Wealth Management, My Wealth Doctors, were two companies that were set up to do that. Except, again, I can't go into it because we'll be here all day, but basically they white labeled what Christopher was offering, and they decided that make the minimum investment was $250,000 instead of $100,000. Instead of paying 3 or 4% interest per month, yeah, that's the funny part, they were offering 2% per month, and it seems like they were skimming some off the top. It was friggin' hilarious. But anyway, it's all merged into one company here. And then what else did we do? Fake audits. That was Matt Burke, wasn't an auditor. He was working for the company, which is really weird. And the first one we did, we just had a look at their contracts, and that's where we opened the can of worms. Now, so why am I going after a hero, a firefighter, a firefighter who is going to, what have we got here? I thought Vernon was still in jail. I don't think he got to jail. I think he's living in Dubai. I could be wrong. Other people might know that. Let's have a listen.
I thought Verlin was still in jail. How'd you find out he is out and free, if I may ask?
I don't actually know, to be entirely honest. I'd like to be transparent on that one. Why are you so big at the top there? I'll just fix that up. Yeah, so I don't actually know if that, what his state is, but I wouldn't mind knowing as well. I'll just fix that up so it's nice and top along the top. But thank you for bringing that up. Now, I could be wrong, and also everything I say is just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. They've been told to say that by lawyers lately. Not that I've got a lawyer, not that I need one. Anyway, so let's read the article, because we're just going to scoot right to the bottom. Before you get excited, we're going to have like listen to this paragraph here. Now, just remember this.
Markets Insider and Business Insider editorial teams were not involved in the creation of this post.
So why is it on their website? I hate this. Now, there's a guy called Shavis Anwar, and he was claiming that he was in Forbes magazine India. And if you don't know how that works, he's done the same. He's put a sponsored post in Forbes magazine. Now, if you do that, do you realize it doesn't actually go in the printed edition? It only goes in the PDF that's mailed out to people on their mailing, and it's a paid advert. And there's proof of that. So when these entrepreneurs, like our, what's his name? Stephen, courtesy of Stephen Davis, when they put this information out there, it's been paid. So it's not, I don't believe it's really credible. And we'll listen to how good this article paints them in the picture. And then I'm going to read the responses. I've even given Steve Davis a right reply. And I've also written a smashing summary of this article in the YouTube description that you're watching right now. But let's get into what we've got. Let's listen to this article and let you decide for yourself. Don't you let me persuade anything.
From firefighter chief to entrepreneur, Stephen Davis announces growth of Raising Alphas and new publishing house Choice Press.
Now, I thought he was actually shutting down his YouTube channel, Raising Alphas. He must be too busy. But he's got this, Raising Alphas is basically telling all the ladies that they're not strong enough. It's if you read this alpha thing, it's absolutely quite very male-dominated point of view. And I'm going to give you another example because I can't help myself. Now, hopefully my phone doesn't ring, but let's go to YouTube. Let's go to here. Now, Christopher and Tomo were on these cruise trips a wee while ago, and this is all about what they call the war room. And the war room is about a secret society of men that you have to pay a membership. And Christopher was in here. If you cruise along to, I think it's 118, you can see that Christopher, now this is only a couple of weeks ago. Whoop, there he is. Hold up, we'll go back. Oh, men doing exercising. And the next, there he is there. So there's Tomo and Christopher in the photo. So if you don't know which one, Tomo's that one there. The mouse is going around, and that's Christopher. Now, they didn't really put him in any of the video, which is quite funny. But this is to promote, you may have heard of a guy called Andrew Tate, the Tate brothers. Well, they're all over the internet if you haven't. And it's kind of like when you get down to here, I think there's, there's got all these men that have joined it, like a secret club of men, where I think they think they're above the law. So this alpha thing that they talk about is, in my opinion, all about male dominance and all this sort of carry on. Yeah, so there you go. All the ladies, you're going to miss out. But you should apply and see whether Mr. Davis here, Stephen Davis, you should apply and see whether you can join his alpha club and see how you get on. That's what I'm really sort of trying to say here.
Orlando, Florida, United States, November 14th, 2025. Stephen Davis spent more than 2 decades in fire and emergency services, rising through the ranks to become division chief.
So is it 2 days? Now, also, sorry to rain on your parade, but you know why they've gone after you, Stephen? You might think you're in the brotherhood and Christopher's your best mate and all that sort of stuff. They've gone after you because they're after your pension funds, because that's where they get the money from. So this is why you see all the photos of all these boys shaking hands with Donald Trump, Eric Trump, Kash Patel, Michael Johnson, the Speaker of the House. What else? We've got Andrew Tate, if you want to chuck him in there. And they're all, I don't know if they're trying to buy pardons or what you're trying to do, but all these guys are out there trying to schmooze with people so they can get into communities. That's why he's given to all these charities. Remember, on the homepage of Goliath Ventures website, if you go here, you scroll down and it tells you that they've given, since they've been going, I think, $4 million in, and also notice that they've taken some photos out of here because there's some people in here don't want to be associated with the company anymore. So if you go through here, you'll find that a lot of the photos with people that were in here have been removed because they've done a cleanup. And there's a few other organizations, like that photo there is actually on a golf course that said they will never give Christopher a membership on his golf course. Islington, is it? Islington? I've got that right? Because they shouldn't have been there. The way they managed to schmooze into there is because they were there for a charity event. And the charity events that this company, they believe, so Goliath Ventures Inc. is proud to support both local and international charity communities and schools. And then Goliath Ventures has donated over $1 million last year. You need to update it because this year's nearly over. And more than $4 million to charitable and community efforts since 2019. So I went through and we emailed every single one of these charities. And to 2 of them's credit, they replied. Others have actually scrubbed Goliath Ventures from their websites. Let's give you an example of that. The Chamber of Commerce, the Indian Chamber of Commerce, still have Goliath Ventures logo on their homepage last time I looked, but they made the link remove. And all the events where Goliath Ventures were in, they have removed them from their website. Why would that be the case? I want to know. Anyway, so we went through here and we contacted one of these charities, and they initially wrote back to us and said that we've never received a donation from Goliath Ventures Inc. And we thought, oh, that's interesting. That's good stuff, we thought. Then they come back a few minutes later and they said, oh, we did do a bit of a search and we did find that in 2002 or maybe 2003, they donated $300. So here's a company claiming to have given away $4 million worth of charity money. However, the charities don't want to talk about it or engage with us or anything except 2 of them. And the ones that did claim that they found one donation of $300. Now, we know that he's been donating to the political structure of America because we've tracked $39,000 worth of donations. We've also know that he was in the White House on Fentanyl Day And he made an ass of himself and stood up and pledged to give $2 million to Fentanyl Day. I think it was for Jackie Segal and her charity. Now, a week later, we had photos being released when it was Crypto Day in the White House, and Christopher was sending out images on LinkedIn and alleging, if you didn't know, that he was there for Crypto Day. We heard rumors that he had paid up to $250,000 to actually get to be at the event so he could be in the White House. So these are the tactics that's going on. And also the other one we'll chuck in there, you might have seen him. He was in Vault 2025, which was Patrick Ben-Davis' gig, and he paid $1 million to have naming rights. And he stood up on the stage and gave an announcement about what their company does. Now, anyone in your right mind would know that somebody who used to work at In-N-Out Burger and got fired, standing on the stage telling everyone that he has always loved crypto, when 5 years ago, this guy didn't have anything to his name. In fact, if you read his story, which I did in one of my shorts, he tells the story about how he was brought up in a trailer park. Now, I'm not knocking anyone who wants to be entrepreneurial. Let's get back to the firefighter. But what I am saying is this company is a fraud. They are not doing anything they claim that they're doing. The charity stuff could be sneezed at. But if you come down to on their homepage of their website, they claim that they are making money, what we do, from blockchain technologies, liquidity pools, and Bitcoin mining. So there's never, ever been any photos, any images, or any proof that this company is doing Bitcoin mining. Liquidity pools, mathematically impossible to return 60% return on people's investments per year. They are claiming that people are going to get 3% return on their investment or 4% return on their investment if they give them $500,000. We've literally had people who have rung up and said they've pulled their $500,000 out and got their money back and taken their dividends, or too scared to take the profits. And we've had other people tell us that their funds are frozen, they are pending, whatever pending means. Normally it doesn't mean too good stuff in a Ponzi scheme. Or what was the other thing that we've had, that they are now charging fees for people to keep their accounts open. So if you want to inform us on what you've done, we got somebody the other day that told us they took out $100,000. They rang us up. They even booked some time with me. And then they tell me they took their $15,000 out, or roundabout whatever it was as well. And I said, what are you doing that for? And they said, oh, we'll keep the money. We'll wait for the FBI or whoever to knock on our door and tell, so it's all going on. And blockchain technology, if you come down here, they talk about their accomplishments, ventures, acquisitions, active projects. Well, is there any proof of this? If you have got proof and you're an investor. Now, we've heard that the shit's hitting the fan in Philando. We've heard that the investors are in uproar. They put out a newsletter saying they were going to have a 45-minute meeting with investors. That meeting was a webinar, gaslighting webinar that lasted 12 minutes. So the investors should be very concerned about what's going on. So when I wake up in the morning and I read an article that is trying to portray that this Steve Davis guy is some sort of hero standing in front of his cruddy Porsche, no offense to any Porsche owners, it makes my blood boil. And if this guy was a hero at one point, he certainly is not a hero now. And if he's working for someone who's actually going after the retirement money that firemen get when they leave the fire force or any other community, then he's a disgusting bottom feeder. And the guy has really got a low IQ, because if he thinks that Christopher's his friend, he's just been used by Christopher. And to even publish this crap in the newspaper right now is just absolutely disgusting. I mean, this is bullshit propaganda. This is the stuff that you would get when you're in the trenches fighting in the wartime and the planes fly over and drop all those wee pamphlets. This is a pamphlet drop here to mislead people and claim that nothing's going on when everything's going on. I know that I'm probably the #1 talked about person in Florida at the moment, because I'm exposing one of the biggest Ponzi schemes known to man. And I have the receipts. I have 6 different government agencies that I've been providing information to, and I get intel on a daily basis about what's going on with this scam. So don't sit there with your hands. On my website, you can post anonymous information. Give us whatever you got. We've got contracts. We don't even need any additional information as per se, because we've got all their contracts. Their contracts are a fraud. The company, GOLIATH Ventures Inc., on the 3rd of September has closed down in Florida. Do your own research and see what that means. Go to ChatGPT and say, if I have a company and it's based in Florida, America, and I close that company down, am I still able to trade? Game over. How many game overs do you need before you realize the game is over? No proof of anything they're claiming they're doing. It's just ridiculous.
His career ended abruptly when he declined an order to issue citations to firefighters under his command who refused vaccination during the height of pandemic protocols. I couldn't, in good conscience, discipline people for making a personal medical decision, Davis said. That decision cost him his post but opened an unexpected path toward new ventures that merge his sense of duty with a broader conversation about family and leadership.
Oh my God. So he's trying to claim that he is a hero. And because people wouldn't take the vaccine, he had to tell them they were naughty people. And he decided that wasn't ethical. So this guy is a man of ethics. And just remember this sponsored article. Now, I've been in the New York Times, all right? So if you come here and you search for the crypto, what do I call the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger? There I am there. So my partner is a photographer. That photo that you see with my glasses on, they flew a photographer in to take it for me. And that's what real journalism is all about. Shame you can't get that right. But that's it there. Oh, quick there, do it again. So what I'm getting at, guys, is if this was a real article or published by anyone credible, you wouldn't be providing your own photos. I did provide my own photos, but they still flew in a photographer to take my photo. And they took quite a few of you privy to that article. Okay, so let's just get into a paragraph at a paragraph. Let's do it.
Before his exit from the Firehouse, Davis had also served in the U.S. Army, as a mechanized infantry medic and flight medic, those years, stationed in Germany, and at the National Training Center in Fort Irwin, reinforced habits of preparation, and the ability to make quick, consequential decisions.
Well, quick, consequential decisions. How's that going for you, Steve?
His subsequent firefighting career brought similar demands, managing teams in crisis and navigating the politics of public service. The vaccine mandate dispute brought those experiences into sharp focus, prompting him to rethink how he could influence public life outside government employment.
I mean, this is, this is just propaganda 101. This guy's trying to paint himself as a hero when he is actually now a bottom feeder of the planet. This guy should be questioned by the authorities for him promoting, which is everything a Ponzi scheme or a scam. No proof of anything. I mean, look, I've written him an email and I've asked him for a right of reply. He wouldn't have had time to respond yet, admittedly, because I did it a couple of hours ago, and I'm not saying he should have. But I am saying that he should prove to me that Christopher is generating money legally, because there is no crypto mining. There's no pancake swaps, as Chris said on the stage of Patrick Ben-Davis' 2025 Vault conference. And there's definitely nothing to do with blockchain technology here. This guy is used to working at flipping In-N-Out burgers. And also, if you do a bit more research, even 18 months ago, Christopher was advertising teeth whitening. And that's what he was trying to do to get himself, and also his associations is with people that, so this was interesting. So Verlin is still in jail. So one of Chris's associates is in jail, apparently. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's what one of our messages that have come in. So if that's the case, if he's not in jail, it's only because he's evaded it, but he's been sentenced 2 years in jail. And that was somebody who Christopher, and if you look at my liquidity partners, one of my Avengers was going on and on about my liquidity partners and how we had to look at it when we started investigating this. And he was right, because my liquidity partners Ponzi scheme scam that's been exposed is basically a mirror image of GOLIATH Ventures Inc. It's exactly the same, which is just breathtaking. So now we've fully exposed both. We're just waiting for the government agencies to catch up with Chris. So it's a race. It's a race whether they get me in the courtroom, and I'm well ahead, and Christopher's after me, offering me $150,000 to shut up, for God's sake. I don't shut up for money, Chris, and I wouldn't take your scammer money. And now you've got the government agencies making sure they cross every T and tick every I before they handcuff him, which is weeks away. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Any day now, Christopher's going to be in handcuffs. He's going to be charged for fraud, and all his associates, Tomo, Stephen here, are going to be locked up as well and brought in for questioning. And, we've got people, this is the biggest investigation. I wouldn't have done 17 blogs and 17 videos exposing every angle of this company if I didn't. I put my whole life into this.
Building the Raising Alphas project. Soon after leaving the fire service, Davis co-founded the Raising Alphas project, a parenting and leadership initiative that began as a podcast and grew into a digital platform. The project encourages parents to cultivate independence and critical thinking in their children. Trace Davis believes will help the next generation meet complex social challenges. We can't delegate character building to schools or peer groups, he said. Parents have to be the primary teachers of integrity.
So there you go, Raising Alphas. And it's, and there he is, the man of the moment. Don't know who the lady is with the backpack. Alpha raised. So it's like, and there's and I'm pretty sure this was their last episode. Well, not that one, but they've got them all. And there he is. Look at that, my mission. Meet the Alphas. And there's Christopher, a young version. I haven't even seen that photo before. Actually, I don't think I've actually been to his website. Our mission, the Raising Alphas projects, focus on developing future leaders with strong sense of purpose and determination. They learn the importance of hard work, risk-taking, and sacrifice to achieve success. Meet the Alphas. So these are the Alphas. I mean, what a load of bullshit, really. You've got a guy here that's been fired for stealing, now running a corporation that's ran by a bookkeeper that shuts down his company in Florida on the 3rd of September. And now people believe that he has come up with the enigma on how to make money with crypto. And we have got their crypto wallet addresses. The money that they are transitioning isn't anything to do with pancake swaps or liquidity trading. There's not enough activity to merit the amount of money. They claimed, get this, that in 2024, $100 million was given back to their dividends were given back to their investors. So they're growing at great knots, well, they were until I come along. And now they are crashing and burning. They will need a fireman. Maybe that's why he's there. So have a look through that sort of stuff. And you can go listen to their propaganda information, if you like, on Raising Alphas. And I'm not against raising, like this guy, for God's sake. This is a slime bucket of, this guy's interviewed Chris. He's given us more ammo than a bull can shit. And he, that makes me crack up that he's on there. But anyway, if it's so damn good, then why are you stopping the podcast? Anyway, that's what Raising Alphas is all about. Can anyone find Verlin in the Bureau of Prison list? Oh, so we've got a list. I don't know. Let's have a look. Thanks, Susie. So, Vera, can we just search for his name? Was that Verlin? Would he have a secret name? We're going to go look to see if he's in the prison list. I don't know. Find by name. Oh, first, what's his last name? Verlin. Last name required. Let me see if I can find it in my. I think I'll have him mentioned here somewhere. Verlin. Oh, there it is. My liquidity partner's rebranded. Imagine that we're going to find somebody whether they're in prison or not. Oh, that's a great name. Let's go back here. Last name. Race. He's racing to the finish line. I don't know. Sex. Search. 0 results. So we did try and find him. Was he out now? Because it was 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? It was quite recent, wasn't it? So if you do want to back up anything that we've got, if you come through here, you can actually read the articles and you can actually see the court filings. So in here, this is the complaint. And this was actually Verlin's. There he is there. So we're not just, we've got the receipts for everything we say. We can back this up. You can actually hear, there's the whole case and everything. So it's quite cool. But unfortunately, we could not find him in here. Unless we just try V. Wonder if you can do that. No. Can you just do last name? No. Should we put Christopher's name in there and see if he comes up? Shia Santo. Have we got that name spelled right? I have him now. Yeah, so no, we can't find him there. So that would be quite good. Find number. registration number? FBI number? No. Do you have a number? I don't think we do. Oh, look, there's that nice guy again. So anyway, so let's carry on. The website boasts, so let's have a listen about the website.
The website hosts podcast episodes, features written content, and sells merchandise ranging from apparel to accessories. It attracts a national audience that engages with the content across major streaming services and
Thanks,
social
Pixel.
media platforms. While its social following remains modest, around a few thousand on Instagram, the project reflects a larger trend in US entrepreneurship, values-driven businesses that blend media and community building. According to US Census Bureau data, new business applications have averaged roughly 430,000 per month in 2024, a level about 50% higher than in 2019. Many of these enterprises, like Raising Alphas, use digital channels to serve niche audiences rather than chasing mass markets.
Right. Now, I might have to duck off because I have a feeling that whoever's going to be dropping off this thing that we've bought might just turn up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to prepare a video. I'll just get this right, which and I'm just going to have this ready to go. So what I'm doing over here, just in case somebody knocks at the door and I have to go, I've got this announcement where they've set up a government department for me in my Avengers, and it's called the Scam Center Strike Force. So if I have to duck away, I'm going to play that video. I'm just warning you guys now, but let's carry on reading. So this Alpha website is just an amazing website. And this is what happens. I mean, I think I need to write myself an article in here. You know, Danny DeHeck and the Avengers take down a multi-million-dollar company who claims lots of things they're not doing. Is that what we want to do? So launches the press. Let's listen to this.
Launching Choice Press. This year, Davis expanded his entrepreneurial footprint with the launch of Choice Press, a publishing house designed to give authors an outlet for works on parenting, leadership, and civic responsibility. His own memoir, Alone in the Fire, The First Alarm, is the company's inaugural title. The book recounts the decision that ended his firefighting career and how it spurred his commitment to encouraging families to raise confident, principled children.
Yeah, so that's quite interesting. So let's have a look at that. Oh, it's a book. And look, he's all dressed up in his gears. I thought he left the fire force. Oh, but he still wants to be a fireman. I get it. All right, that's cool. When do they have you back now, mate? There might be a chance that you could actually get back. So, Alone in the Fire, The First Alarm. Whoa. A dedicated firefighter and mentor.
A decorated firefighter's memoir about his defiance of a controversial order that ignited a worldwide parenting and leadership movement, the Raising Alphas Project.
Wow, that's it. So you can talk about past successes and over again, regurgitate your same shit, I reckon. That's what they're doing here.
For my decision to defend my firefighters, I was thrown into a fiery furnace. I survived because the fire inside me burned brighter than the fires around me. In 2021, Chief Officer Stephen Davis of Orange County Fire Rescue of Central Florida refused to reprimand his personnel over a COVID-19 vaccine mandate. The men and women he was responsible for had religious and medical exemptions. Stephen was told to write them up. He didn't. For his courageous defense of our civil liberties, Stephen, a dedicated husband and father of two, was promptly terminated just before Christmas. This is a powerful memoir of courage in the face of scandal and leadership through the fire. From his early days serving in the United States Army as a medic, to battling raging house fires, to a sudden entrance into fame, meeting such influential public figures as Senator Ted Cruz, Governor Ron DeSantis, and former NRA spokesperson Dana Loesch joined Stephen on his remarkable journey from fire chief officer to CEO.
God.
Choice Publications is proud to present this book for anyone who wants to become a greater leader, anyone who wants to raise their children to be strong and courageous, prepared to fight the fires of life. If you care about speaking up for what's right, then you need to read this book today.
Oh my goodness. Now, I don't know. We just had 100 people fired from a book publishing house in Pakistan that we've been reporting. And the fact that he's mentioned Ron DeSantis, I heard a rumor that he was trying to contact me. He wanted to talk to me about some stuff. So that would be quite cool if you do, Ron. That is so funny that he's name dropped. And this is what we're going on about, ladies and gentlemen. We've got these photos of Christopher shaking hands with Kash Patel, Donald Trump, Eric Trump, the Speaker of the House. We've got the whole 9 yards. They are schmoozing with everybody they can. I'm sure that they are trying to use it. If you really want the full story, obviously go to my website, deheck.com, click on Goliath Ventures. You can see If these guys are so schmoozed, then why is Homeland Security wanting meetings with people that have done business dealings with them? But as you can see, that we've got rappers. We've got the $2,000 bottle of champagne on his head. This guy's meant to be a paid influencer. He's not worth anything. We've got flash cars. We've got 5 properties. We've got Christopher's got a car collection of $4 million. What's going on? We've got parties with people. We've got Lear jets, we've got flight logs, we've got all these meetings. Where's the money coming from, ladies and gentlemen? Why isn't Chris working like a beaver in the office, keeping the company that's maybe worth $500 million going, rather than being a pisshead, traveling around to Munich, drinking up and doing all sorts of things? So there's Jason Newton, Jay Newton, $120 million we believe he's brought in, now living in Canada, trying to hide everything. He was used to be in here in the chat room abusing the shit out of us, and then we found out who it was. And then we've got crickets now. We've found out so much about him. Jay Newton, second from the right. So second from the right. So we update this quite a lot. As I've already pointed out, there's 17 blogs. But there's a summary, and we give this to journalists. We've actually currently contacted about 70 major newspapers. We've done a bloody good job, just saying. And they won't publish anything, if you know anything about journalism, until they're expedited or there's some sort of court hearing or some legal Ponzi work out there. We've also got other things happening which we can't tell you about. So anyway, so now he's published a book. So this is all about his book.
Choice Press enters a competitive publishing environment that continues to evolve. Industry analysts at the Association of American Publishers report that U.S. trade book sales totaled roughly $9.6 billion in 2024, with nonfiction titles accounting for a significant share of growth. Independent publishers have gained ground in recent years by focusing on targeted readerships and direct-to-consumer distribution, a model Davis hopes to replicate. We want to give writers a platform to speak to families about leadership and responsibility without being filtered by large corporate interests, he said.
Oh, I think this is quite funny though. It's sort of quite sweet because what they do, I reckon they know that the money they've been making is from illegal activities. They scramble together trying to get something real in the real world happening, so that when their Ponzi scheme money all stops, they've actually got something substantial. So they take what they call high risk. They get themselves heavily involved in a Ponzi scheme, make a whole lot of money, more money than a pork and shit. It's all your money if you're an investor. And then they try and do something legitimate. Now, I'm sorry, but I have had a little bit to do with the book publishing industry. If you go to my LinkedIn profile, you'll see that sometimes I get 1 million people a month looking at my content on LinkedIn. Go check out my LinkedIn profile. It's pretty impressive. But we've been going after the fake publishing, what do they call it? The book publishing houses that have been ran and pushed and driven by Pakistani scammers. And they have just recently fired 100 people in one Pakistani software producing house. And these houses have actually set themselves up in America, Australia, Canada, all over the world. After they got raided back in 2021, they have now got smarter, as criminals do. And they've gone to Pakistani people that have got full they're immigrants of America, for example, and they'll say, hey, it's your cousin here, can we set up another company, probably in Wyoming? And they set up these companies, and then they use the call centers in Pakistan to promote them and encourage people to get their book ghostwritten or promoted. And it's just rampant at the moment. It's $1 billion industry. So you heard of the human trafficking compounds? Well, it's very similar with what's going on in Pakistan at the moment, and it's disgusting. But it's just so. I reckon this is his ditched effort. You watch the next announcement we get. This will be a #1 top seller in Amazon. Now, don't get me started on that. But last time I heard a scammer tell me that he had a top seller in Amazon. How it works is the online edition has a deep category structure, and you can put your book in 3 different categories. For one day, you'll have when it's launched, if they launch it correctly, that book will be at the top of the list. And because it's at the top of the list, they'll get a little wee stamp on that book for a day or two, telling us that it's a #1 seller. And then they have all these media interviews and they tell you that he's got a #1 selling book, but in a dumb category that's on Amazon. that no one was looking at. So he's probably got like 5 books, and each of those books have been top sellers, and it's just a mathematical stupid thing that they do. So everyone feels special. So he's already got 4 stars. See customer reviews. So let's have a look. Let's see who these people are who want to put their name behind this person. Let's read these reviews for his book.
This book is eye-opening and motivational, personally and professionally. One can appreciate the truths, courage and vulnerability in this book. Looking forward to his future books.
Right, looking forward to his future books. And look, here's the 1-star review, the one that they all dread. The problem with this book is that the target audience is very low.
Literacy.
Oh my God, that's quite funny, isn't it? Let's read that one out. See, I can't read it, so that's perfectly.
The problem with this book is that the target audience has a very low literacy rate.
So firemen can't read. Maybe they're all dyslexic. Okay, so who's this?
Courageous man to stand up for his crew. It took a lot to put his career on the line.
Oh, how noble. And this one here, great read. 2 people found this helpful.
It's good to get the perspective of what happened behind the scenes from the man that was involved.
Let's log in. I mean, these are great reviews, mate. Real heartfelt, a lot of thought that went into these reviews. Oh my God, listen to this.
My eyes will not stop bleeding. I can't tell if it's from my COVID booster or how badly this book is written.
Oh my goodness. So honestly, I have nothing to do with these reviews. It's just awesome. I've got to keep reading them now. You have to log in. I wonder if I can log in easy. I'll just put a special number on the screen. Don't look at that number, guys. It's not my password, but don't worry. Let's see if we can get in here. It'll be interesting to know if we can. Danny, Amazon. There we go. See if I've got an Amazon account. Password. Oh, fingerprint. See if it works. Probably won't. Sometimes it's not so easy to get in here. Oh, we're in. Oh, good. Oh, excellent. Change address. No, thanks. Not the same one. That's not my address, by the way, just in case you're wondering. So what have we got? We've got, what have we got? Helpful. See, how do we read more reviews? Oops. How do we read more reviews? Got excited now. See the details on this book firsthand. I thought there was a write reviews. Helpful. See, I'll just see if we've got write reviews. Oh, let's have a look. There's 7 reviews. I just want to make sure we got them all. I mean, it'd be unfair for me to give you so that's you see more reviews. Okay, see more reviews. 1-star review, 1-star review. There's no more. Oh, there is no more reviews. That was it. All that effort for that. Anyway, so there's your book. 7 reviews. It's going off. It's on fire. It's on fire. Let's carry on.
By pairing his own book with a publishing platform, Davis seeks to extend the conversation sparked by raising alphas while supporting authors who share similar themes. The move reflects an ongoing shift in publishing toward niche markets and direct audience engagement.
By pairing the book. So he's pairing with an author. So out of 7 reviews, he's got 2 5-star reviews, 1-star reviews. Isn't that crap? That means that, is it 15% of people that have reviewed have given 1-star reviews? Is it something like that? No, it's less than that, isn't it? 5, I don't know. Anyway, it's not good.
Continuing his mission beyond the Firehouse, Davis now balances multiple roles, leading the Raising Alphas project, managing Choice Press, serving as Director of Administration for Goliath Ventures, and serving as coach with Central United Soccer Club while overseeing a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio. He is also active with several philanthropies, including Kai Jeremiah Foundation, Live for Bree Foundation, Mark Nedjames Runway to Hope, and Books and Blankets Charity. These commitments show the continuity between his life in public service and his work in entrepreneurship.
We say it all the time.
All right, so I didn't realize he has something to do with Runway to Hope. I didn't think they had anything to do with Runway of Hope. That's something I got out of there. That's quite interesting. I'll actually clarify that later on. His goal is to remain, was it a Biblius? I can't read it.
His goals remain ambitious but grounded. I'm focused on helping families instill courage and moral clarity in their children, Davis said. That starts with parents setting the example every day by turning a moment of professional conflict into an opportunity to influence families nationwide. Stephen Davis has shifted from a career defined by emergency response to one centered on long-term civic engagement and family leadership.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I saw a video where they were stating that it was goodbye and they weren't doing these farewell David, or so maybe David's leaving. Here we go here. So
It's
what
our farewell.
Here we go. So listen to it go. So David's involved in it as well.
With David. This is a really important show for me today, and I think for David. This is our farewell.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, my friend.
Welcome back to you as well.
So,
work on that intro though.
Well, here's the thing: is like
polish it a little bit.
You're the guy that was doing the intros, so now I'm doing the intros.
You were caught. It seemed like you were caught off guard. Like, oh shit!
Oh, I'm here with David. He's supposed to like. I sit here, you do the intro, I do the outro. Like the whole thing is messed up now. You're really screwing it up.
Throw a wrench in it.
You're really throwing a wrench in it. Yeah. For everybody that's watching right now, today David Panzik, he's here on my right as always. It's his last show. It's our farewell show with David. We'll do some reflection on what happened with us and where we are with raising alphas. He's the OG alpha.
Right.
That's right. So, anyways, if you haven't already, like, share.
Don't bother, guys. But my point is that
we say it all the time. You know what's great about
David actually is leaving, not him. So let's see what happened 8 days ago.
So if you're in sales, you have to get better prospecting, but get better prospects, which is better pre-qualifying. I value my time. I don't waste it. Now, in the beginning, I did. I would talk to anybody and everybody, and I learned who to prospect, who not to prospect. They said, just talk to everybody. Eventually, you learn. Eventually, you learn. And then you eventually learn leverage. When I can say, listen, if you're open, boom, call this person, connect, done. And if they are serious.
So if you watch this video, I promise you, all you'll hear is about how they talk about networking and selling things to people. So these guys are just out there selling people investment opportunities. They're not financial regulated advisors. They're people that believe that Christopher's doing the right thing and he wouldn't be lying to them. They haven't even proved. Because this guy here, I know he's involved as well. Is it Mr. Manson? John Manson? I'm pretty sure I've got him in our persons of interest list. So all these people are just out there doing sales. They're not bothering to check and verify that Christopher isn't running a scam. They have no proof of liquidity trading. They have no proof of Bitcoin technologies and no proof of any crypto mining. But they still believe that Christopher is running a real deal. He's got a bookkeeper running a company. I mean, you just can't get any stupider than this. Couldn't find him in prison there. We found Christopher on a cruise with 3 luxury yachts. Here's Christopher and Tomo with the Tate brothers. Do your research on the Tate brothers and their accusations that fly around about them. Why would these guys here be joining a club called the War Room? Why do organizations... Why does Christopher need to join an organization where all their faces are blurred out? Are these law-abiding citizens? Do your research. 99% of modern men today will never, listen to this.
99.9% of modern-day men will never experience the power of brotherhood and community. They will never experience what it's like to have other ambitious, hard-working, diligent, and dutiful men at their side.
Right. So does this sound like a cartel network to you? And is this something that you want to invest in with people that are part of this organization? That's cool. I'm live. I'm live on the internet right now. Yeah, so now it's pretty cool. So yeah, so that's what Christopher's part of. So I'm just going to get rid of that and go backwards. So there he is on a cruise ship a month ago, roughly. And I'll tell you some funny stuff. You might look at this and think, wow, 1.2 million views. And why am I saying 1 million views? This video was launched on the 27th of September. Within 1 day, it received 1.2 million views. Now, more than a month ago, nearly, it's only had another 100,000 views. Who says that these people aren't paying to get these videos out there and create a whole lot of hype? I mean, it's just unreal. So, you know, it's just, you know, what do you want to believe? Look at these here. These are photos of people who are somebodies. I don't know who they are. Uh, I don't know. I haven't even looked through here, but there's Nazis on there. That's no good, is it? Let's get rid of that. Okay, so there's the court documents if you want to check them out. Remember, all our blogs, if we've got the documents that we talk about, they will be embedded in the blog. There's my photo sitting in front of a cruddy Porsche. I would not have this photo, but I think that was a brilliant representation. And notice Pixel, it just about looks like Pixel, that one. I was really proud of that photo. I might just leave that one up. I'm just shutting these down because I want to go through what I actually wrote to them. And also, this was the description of the blog, the video that you're looking at right now.
Urgent, misleading sponsored article on Stephen Davis and Goliath Ventures Incorporated. Hi team, I'm writing to notify you of serious concerns regarding the sponsored article you have published about Stephen Davis, titled From Firefighter Chief to Entrepreneur. The article presents Davis as a harmless entrepreneur and author, but it omits key information about his current role in Goliath Ventures Incorporated, a company actively under investigation by multiple government agencies for suspected securities fraud and unlicensed investment activity.
Yeah, so we actually wrote to the people that wrote the magazine, who let him publish that in their magazine. Surely they must be concerned that people are publishing lies. Surely they must be concerned. We wrote to them, and this is what we wrote to them.
My name is Danny D. Heck. I'm an investigative journalist who has been exposing large-scale crypto and Ponzi-style frauds for several years. My work has been featured in the New York Times, Bloomberg, and The Guardian, and I work closely with whistleblowers, financial regulators, law enforcement, and victims of international investment schemes.
And that I do. So this is what we wrote.
Because of that work, I've been tracking Goliath Ventures Incorporated for over a year. The company was formally dissolved in the state of Florida, yet continues to solicit investor funds, while simultaneously paying out returns in a way that strongly mirrors other well-known high-yield Ponzi schemes. Investors have already reported being unable to withdraw their principal after recent events, and the company's leadership, including Davis in his role as Director of Administration, is now the subject of active investigations.
Yeah, so if anyone's listening to this and they've still got their money in Goliath Ventures, get your money out. I don't know what planet you're on, leaving it in there. And don't take out more money than you put in. Take out your principal money only, leave the rest in there. Go to your local police station, report that you've been involved in a large-scale Ponzi scheme. Keep the screenshots, keep your logins before they take down the websites, and then do the right thing. And reach out to us. Tell us who your sponsors were. We've got lots of sponsors. We've currently got about 130 people on our what do we call our person of interest list. So don't sit there on your hands and think, waiting for the last guy that rang up who wanted to try to be a whistleblower, was just trying to save his ass. Literally said he's going to wait until the FBI knocks on his door and then hand back the money. Do you really think the FBI are going to say, oh, thank you, and walk off? They're going to shut down your business. They're going to freeze your assets and investigate you if they know that you've been warned that you're participating in a Ponzi scheme and you've continued and then taken out more money than you put in. It doesn't work that way. And with the new task force that's been set up just a couple of 3 days ago, if you go back through my videos, the government's onto this type of investment scams. And Christopher's history is checkered. The people that he hangs out with have already been through SEC, and they've already had these companies exposed, and people have already been jailed from it. We just can't find what prison they're in. But anyway.
Key facts missing from the article, Goliath Ventures Incorporated was dissolved by the state of Florida, but continued operating illegally. Investors have been withdrawing funds out of fear after inconsistencies were discovered in the company's filings and claimed banking arrangements. Federal agencies are currently examining the company's operations, payouts, investor recruitment, structure, and cross-border money movement. Multiple whistleblowers have identified Davis as part of the executive team, facilitating communications and investor operations during the period under investigation. None of this is disclosed in the article, which instead presents him as a community-focused leader with no controversial associations.
Yeah, and I think it is really important. I do like that picture. Looked damn good today. If I go back to here, I just want to reiterate the reiteration of what actually happened just a few days ago. If I go down to here, this is a blog that we published. And there's Christopher at a bank begging them, which is on bank teller, begging them to open up a new bank. So if you go through here, you can actually see that there's an article here, Merrill Lynch Bank of America. So here is Christopher's newsletter All right. Dear valued partners, I am pleased to share some exciting news as we continue to grow and elevate the Goliath Ventures platform. We have officially partnered with Merrill Lynch Bank of America to handle our future banking and custodial needs. That might not seem much. So that's 5 months ago. But then we now get a letter, and I'll take the credit for this. Here's a different executive letter. Now, just a couple of things that I can't get over. When you look at this letter that he sent out a couple of days ago, the spacing is like double spacing, 1.5 to be exact. And then down the bottom here, he's forgot the spacing. He's tried to fit it all on one page, obviously. And here, in this letter, they're telling you that they've got another bank. And in here, they tell you that in the spirit of transparency, we wanted to update you on our proactive step we're taking, partnering with new banking collaborators to optimize our deposit operation. This is just so funny. It's stupid because they're with the second biggest bank in America, and they're alleging that their current bank can't keep up with the growth of Goliath Ventures. So if you go back and you read my blog, which I won't do again, you can actually see this is actually damage control, and they're trying to keep the ship afloat as long as they can. They've already offered me $150,000 to shut up, and they are trying everything in their powers to actually silence me exposing this company. And I don't even have to make shit up. Their own contracts are their downfall. Their own contracts are going to be the sword that they fall on. How can a company still be paying out dividends to people when they've closed the company down in Florida? Even if you go back to the lawsuit that they're trying to fire at me, it's with Orange County Clerk. Go and search for it. They are acting like they are saying that I have some business dealings in Florida. And this is what they're doing. They are claiming that I've got some business dealings in Florida. I'm a reporter telling the truth about a Ponzi scheme that won't prove that they're a legitimate company. Instead, they come out with things that they're changing banks when they're already with one of the biggest banks in America. You just can't make this shit up. So good luck with your book. Good luck with your alphas. And let's carry on reading.
This omission is so significant that the piece becomes misleading to readers and potentially harmful to the public, especially given that sponsored articles often get used by these types of operators to build credibility and lure new investors.
Yeah, so that's why I don't like these articles. So you've got this article in here and you're reading about this guy, and he's a good old-fashioned alpha male who used to be in the fire brigade for 2 decades. He published his own article in this magazine, businessinsider.com, paid for it to be there, word for word how he wanted. Their editors have no control over the content unless it's lies, I presume. Now I've written to the editors, and I'm basically exposing this guy for telling a whole bunch of lies to mislead the public. They have a public, they need to warn the public of this guy's dirty tactics.
Review the information above immediately, retract or correct the article, adding the necessary disclosures about his involvement with Goliath Ventures Incorporated. Ensure your editorial team is aware of the extremely high risk that this sponsored content is being used as part of an ongoing investment recruitment campaign.
Yep, I'm happy to provide documents, filings, dissolve entity records, investor statements, screenshots, and any other further evidence you require. Please confirm receipt of this message. Given the severity, I strongly recommend the team reviews this promptly. And that's me. So then we come down to writing the description for the YouTube video. And this is in the description of the video that you're watching right now.
The scam begins. The press release paints Stephen Davis as a fallen fire chief who bravely left public service to start a parenting project and a publishing company. It reads like a feel-good comeback story. But buried behind this glossy narrative is the part he didn't disclose, his role as Director of Administration for Goliath Ventures Incorporated, a company now at the center of federal scrutiny. While the article highlights his podcasts, memoirs, and charity work, it never once mentions that the company he helps run was formally dissolved in Florida yet continued to operate. raise funds, and pay out returns that investors are now struggling to withdraw. That omission is not an accident, it's the entire point of the sponsored piece.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's all grooming people into thinking that whatever this guy's doing is above board when it's the opposite.
The timing of the press release is no coincidence. Over the last few months, withdrawals from Goliath Ventures have stalled, investors have panicked, executives have gone silent, and multiple government agencies have quietly begun pulling apart the company's paperwork, payouts, and banking claims.
Yeah. Oh dear, yes they
In the
have.
middle of this, Stephen Davis suddenly emerges with a polished article celebrating his leadership skills, his book launch, and his mission to help families. Not one line acknowledges the growing number of people who fear they may have lost their savings. Not one line mentions the investigations. Not one line mentions the red flags stacking up behind the scenes.
Yeah, so why not be transparent? Because if you go back to Christopher's letter, he says, in true transparency. So why don't you want to tell the truth? I mean, let's just think about this. If Goliath Ventures was a real, genuine, above board company, how do you think they should have handled someone like me? Do you think they would have come out with a right of reply to put me back in their place, or give me crickets that I can hear tuning? Nothing. You know, come on, guys. And there's no proof of anything they're doing. I know people who are big investors who have asked to see their books and they've declined. They don't want their books to be seen. What type of company, public company, theoretically, not a private equity firm they're renaming now, you know, it just gets better and better. And I know that's not a word.
Instead, the article rewrites the narrative. Davis is not an executive in an investment scheme under pressure. He's now a publisher, a mentor, a coach, a philanthropist, a classic attempt to build credibility while the ship is taking on water. Behind the scenes, Goliath Ventures Incorporated has been operating in the shadows. After the Florida entity was dissolved, the team quietly continued accepting investor funds. No disclosure, no registration, no warning. Investors were told everything was fine, even as internal cracks widened.
Yeah. Keep calm the farm. Here they are holding an investors webinar. They announced it as a 45-minute long investment webinar, and it lasts for 12 minutes. No one can ask any questions, no one can talk, and they basically tell everyone in the meeting that all their money is safe, even though 100% of the income that's coming from the company is meant to be from crypto. When crypto lost $380 billion in one day, the biggest crash ever, Christopher said it had no impact on us.
During this period, Stephen Davis was not a distant advisor. He was part of the administrative core, involved in investor communications, email broadcasts, and internal coordination. Yet none of this appears in the press release. Instead, the story has been replaced with a heroic rebrand built to distract from the growing scrutiny around the company's operations.
Oh, good on you. Good on you, Steve. You're a real fireman. Something's burning, mate. I can smell the smoke. Where there's no smoke, there's no fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Is that the one?
This is the same pattern used by dozens of collapsing MLM-style investment schemes. When the heat rises, rewrite the identity of the key players and drown the public in positive sponsored stories.
Yeah, and we'll probably, it would be quite fun for me to actually go through everybody. I mean, I'd like to go through Alex. Alex is Christopher's personal trainer, and Alex is now driving around in a $350,000 Lamborghini. Personal trainers don't drive those type of cars. So I'd like to know how he got all that money to buy that, or maybe he's leasing it. I don't know, but who cares? And why do we have to have flash cars to prove that we're successful? Can't we just be good people? I'm successful. I have no money. Oh, wait, there's more.
Investors across the United States, particularly in Florida, have reported difficulties recovering their principal. Whistleblowers have come forward with documents showing inconsistencies in the company's filings and claimed banking relationships. Agencies are now reviewing everything from withdrawals to recruitment patterns to offshore communications.
Yeah, so if you have been an investor, that's okay. We're not going to name and shame you. We don't do that. We would like to know your crypto wallets, how the money was handled, because in good investigations, it always says follow the money.
These are not minor questions. They are the same signs seen before every major crypto-style Ponzi collapse over the last 5 years.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the public is being fed a story about a firefighter turned author. The contrast could not be sharper.
The press release is not journalism, it's damage control. So what is the human cost?
Behind the marketing, behind the memoirs, behind the sponsored article, real people are sitting at home terrified. Parents who invested their savings, retirees who were told this was their safe alternative to the market, families who trusted the Goliath name because executives like Stephen Davis presented themselves as disciplined, honorable, integrity-driven leaders.
Yeah, so we could look at Stephen and think, Mr. Stephen Davis, you are a good, law-abiding, upstanding citizen, and you are a credible person. People will listen to what you're saying, and you're an influencer. Let's say it. And now you're wound up in a Ponzi scheme. I know you're watching this because I emailed you before we started. You come back to me. In fact, just in case you are watching this, there is an opportunity for you to come on stage right now and talk to me. Now, you could just be naive if you want to be. A lot of these criminals that we go after who promote these Ponzi schemes and scams literally use negligence, and they don't do the research on purpose so they can say they weren't aware it was a scam. So if you are a fireman, I'm sure you would not rush into a burning building without making a calculated decision. Or maybe you do. I don't know what fireman. Are you reckless? So Steve, are you reckless? Are you reckless, Steve? Are you really thinking that Christopher has, trust me, bro, the alpha mentality that you say? So here's the alphas. On your own webpage, you have a picture of Christopher on the homepage. Like he is an alpha male. So this guy used to work for In-N-Out Burger. He got fired for stealing. His associates have been given 2 years in prison for running a fraud. Other people, like Nick Patel, is it Nick Patel? He's also been hooked up in other court documents where he was the chief salesman for some vitamin company that were doing fake marketing. So it takes a lot of energy for these guys to be arrested. And that's what we're going through at the moment, hence why we're waiting any day now. Hopefully Christopher will be in handcuffs before he gets to the finish line. With me, I'm already well ahead. But my point is, are you reckless, Stephen? Are you reckless? Are you just going to go down this track and say, I didn't know it was a scam, I had no idea? Are you really saying that you're watching this video now, knowing that they've shut the company down on the 3rd of September, and you're going to sit there and say you had no idea that Christopher's running a Ponzi scheme? And if you don't know what a Ponzi scheme is, it's where they use the new investor money to pay the old investors. The old investors are so happy that they tell their friends and family about it, and they are the new investors. So these Ponzi schemes destroy families. And that's why I've got a destroyed family, not because of anything I've done, but it's not nice. And I know right now, I've got in my mind, I know there's a family out there where their family members have invested millions of dollars into Goliath Ventures. And they're dreading the day it all falls over, because then their family will know that they've lost money. And they'll know that it was a scam. And regardless of how much money you can see in the app, that they now don't make publicly available to people. So if you go to Goliath Ventures, right? So we're just going to go to Goliath Ventures, and you want to log in to your portal and check your funds. Why has that been taken off the website? Okay, so I go here. I'll show you what I mean. So this is the portal. There it is. Now, what we do is we come in here and let's go Stephen. So how do I know Stephen's address? Well, that's because when he sends out the newsletters, we get him as the, we get him. So we go Stephen at GoliathVenturesInc.com, and we now doesn't have it. So let's go Steve. Doesn't have it. So let's go Chris. Chris. All right. So now Chris, we've used Chris at Goliath Ventures Inc. And it gives us a two-factor authentication number to come and enter in before we can log in. And that's how they log into the portal. So if you use that name and you decided to go back to the... So when we started reporting this, probably about 5 months ago now. So let's go back here. Let's go here. So this is the Wayback Machine, and this is how we do a lot of our open source intelligent investigations. And this was the old website. So you tell me if this loads. Right, so I'm going to go here. So why have they removed the login button off their website? They don't want people going in there. And now they have something even more disgusting. I think I might just bring this up because I've done the banking one. Independent. Yeah, so now what they do is they are screening people. So this link's probably dead now. I'll be surprised if they still have it going. So they're giving people this link. See, the form is closed. Oh my God. Just as I said, so if you go through and watch my video, you will see that we found their onboarding link. And now they have closed that form down. So in here, you can see they had an onboarding link. So they're keeping it secret squirrel stuff. And the fact that they shut that down means they're watching my content like glue. But it absolutely makes me laugh. So if you go back to the video here that we did, you can actually see, you'll probably be able to find the onboarding link. Tone of formatting. Let's have a wee look. Here we go. There we go. Bank. So this was, this is the, let's have a wee listen. Right, so Black Block was actually originally an independent company. We've heard since, even though they did an independent audit on Goliath Ventures Inc. that was done by Matt Burke, who is Parish, who's now been scrubbed off their website. This is meant to be merged into one. So Black Block theoretically shouldn't exist, but they're still using this onboarding request. So what's going on here, guys? And maybe they're doing all the trading under Black Block, my Black Block. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you can see here. So here's the form. So since we've done that video just a couple of days ago, they've now removed this form from the internet, which is absolutely, that was a lovely picture, that one. So where did we get up to? So anyway, yeah, so withdrawing, yeah, so it's all, they're all trying to hide it and make it so that people can't, it's a secret squirrel investment thing now. So it's all gone underground. So even, they don't even tell you the bank that they're using to deposit money. So if you've been asked to, because at the moment we know that Piers Curry is still promoting this, and we know that Piers Curry is about to test the system and withdraw the money so he can buy his dream house because he's put everything into it with him and his wife. We know that Piers Curry won't respond to our emails, and he's actually still actively promoting this in Zoom meetings. So if you have been pitched by Piers Curry or anybody, and you've gone through, if you go through the process and saying, yes, we want to sign up, you know, these are the new documents that we'd love to see. Because remember, they've shut down their company in Florida and opened up in Wyoming. And they're claiming that that's perfectly legal. Anyone in their right mind will know that if you shut down a company, you're not allowed to continuously trade. So that's all bullshit. But anyway, not that I live in Florida, thank God for that at the moment, eh? So the truth, the press release, yeah, so basically I think we've covered it pretty cool. So now what we've done is we've gone through and we've actually wrote I won't read this one because it's pretty much the same stuff, but we've actually written to Stephen and made him fully aware that he's part of a Ponzi scheme and scam, just in case he hasn't made an educated decision. So Stephen Davis, Feel Good Entrepreneur, we've given them the link. We've also given the link of the very video that you're watching right now, and you're more than welcome to come on here at the moment. We also did have I keep forgetting to do the polls. So I'm just going to end the poll right now, but what did we have in the actual poll? Let's have a read.
Do sponsored feel-good articles make shady execs look legit or just more desperate?
And the stats are out on that one. Hilarious PR, gymnastics. I thought you might like the word gymnastics there, somebody who's listening at the moment. So I've got the introduction that I did, and I think I'm actually pretty much done with this one. I really do like my picture. But before I go, we might have a wee look around the internet and see some other stuff. So if you have been watching this here, this is just my take on these companies that allow people to do sponsors articles. And if you're not a savvy viewer of the internet and you believe what you read, then sit back and take another viewpoint on it. When you're reading something that sounds really good, try and find out who the reporter is. Now, if you don't know anything about me, I actually have been in a 2-page printed edition of the New York Times for my quest to name and shame anyone naming and shaming anyone that's running a large-scale Ponzi scheme or scam. And they actually nicknamed me the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, which I used for quite a long time, but now I call myself Danny the Heck Investigations. I've also been in a documentary with Bloomberg. They did 10-month investigation on Sam Lee, which was running a $1.9 billion scam. And I was heavily promoted in a video where they exposed the scammer. The same scammer was trying to sue me, claiming to sue me for $300,000 because I caused him to have a stroke. That's what he claimed. And a month before he had the stroke, he's on a secret Zoom meeting that I'm in, that he doesn't know I'm in there. Wow. And he's having a big puff of a cigarette. And just before he lit up, he goes to the person that's recording, is this meeting being recorded? And they said no. And he lights up a big gnarly smoke and he sits there. He's a chain smoker. So just to let you know, Shavis, that smoking is a major contributor to strokes, and you wouldn't be able to blame a YouTuber for giving you a stroke. Even though the court documents that he supplied my hosting provider did actually get my website taken offline, I had 30 days marching order because he used ChatGPT to write fake court documents and they believed it. Can you believe that? Anyway, another ones I've been in: ABC News, Channel 9 News, The Stuff newspaper. I've been on the radio. I've had my fair share of being around journalists. And at the moment, as I said at the beginning of this, I've actually reached out to 70 major news outlets. The Wall Street Journal, we haven't contacted them. So if you want to have your story, but I know how the news works. They don't do the good old-fashioned investigating that we used to do. They're waiting for the court documents. So when that happens, there's going to be a lot of press around this. And I'm sure I'm going to get vindicated for my quest to actually help you from getting scammed by Christopher Diego. I've got to get his name right. Christopher Del Argo. Christopher Del Argo. I'm not being disrespectful when I say that. I am dyslexic. I have a reading level of a 9-year-old and a writing level as well. So I use a lot of technology around it. For some reason, names are my worst. I did a Dale Carnegie course, and it took me a long time to actually take on board what they trained me. Person's name is everything. So it's never disrespect. It's just my inability to pronounce words correctly. This is why I like being a YouTuber, because I get to articulate my words and I get to work on my pronunciation. And would you believe I will watch my own video later on today and see how well I did. I learn from myself because I'm always striving to be a better version of myself. And that's what I think everybody should be doing. Now, Steve Davis, you probably think this is an unjustified cry. Why don't you become a whistleblower? You know that company inside and out. In fact, you're one of the chief administrator for a company that claims to have brought in 3, maybe 500 million for mum and dad investors. You should know everything that is happening in that company. You are a qualified firefighter, and now you're running a multi-million-dollar company that's claiming to bring in 60% returns for anyone that invests. That is too good to be true. Think about this, Steve. You are taking money off people and telling them that a guy that got fired from In-N-Out Burgers for stealing, whose associates have been locked up, incarcerated for a copycat mirrored Ponzi scheme called My Liquidity Partners, GOLIATH Ventures Inc. They were the same companies, and now you're sitting here taking money of your friends and family, other firefighters that really are good men that would run into a building to save someone's life. And you did this for 2 decades. You would have been to car accidents. You would have cut dead bodies out of cars. You would have had family members seen them on the ground while you were working on them. and they think you're a good guy. I think you could be a good guy, but you're now working for a big, disgusting bottom feeder. Christopher is a criminal. He is not, you have got no reason to dispute what I'm saying. This guy has 5 houses. He's bought $4 million worth of vehicles. He's spent $1 million on his girlfriend in the last 12 months. Look at a new handbag. It's beautiful. He goes out and pisses up money. He spends $100,000 in one night on alcohol. He flies around in jets like this lolly water. Where does his money come from? About 3 years ago, he was showing some friend that he had $5 million in the bank. How did this guy go from zero to hero in such a short period of time? Stephen, what are you doing? You claim that you're an alpha trainer. What about your family? Do you think that you're not going to go to prison because you trust Christopher with your life and the future, your family's life? Help us. Anyone that's watching this can help us with intel. Go to dehek.com, DEHEK. You can go to the contact page on my website. You can submit anything you like anonymous. We will not go after you. We do not name and shame bad actors, good actors, bad actors. We do bad actors. We don't do good actors. Anyone that wants to provide us information anonymously, you can. We've got 130 people on our person of interest list. Steve Davis is one of those people. We are the government agencies that are investigating this scam have full access to our persons of interest list. All the screenshots, all the contracts, everything is publicly available. So my database is accessed by, I always say, 6 different government agencies. It's actually 7 different government agencies in 6 different countries. We got one more recently. If we do the same old things and expect different results, then we're never going to impact these investment opportunities that steal from mum and dad investors. Look, I've basically done this one. It's my plead to Stephen Davis to actually come forward as the administrator for one of the biggest Ponzi schemes in America. Who are you going to hedge your bet with? Are you going to run in to the building that's on fire and grab all the administration documents and give them to us? Or are you going to sit there on the outside and pretend that you used to be a firefighter that used to save people's lives and watch this building burn to the ground? This is a house of cards, not a proper company. There's nothing in Goliath Ventures Inc. that is proper. It's not a real company. It's a house of cards that's about to fall over or burn to death. It's going to burn down with a fireman watching it burn to the ground. I'm Danny DeHeek Investigations, and we'll see you in the next video. I'm still here. Hope they enjoy the introduction there, guys. Look, I'm going to have a bit of fun here. I'm going to go part 2. I do have to, no one's rung me about this. I can't believe they shut that form down. Isn't that crack up? They shut the form down that was open. So they just, it just keeps getting better and better. Hey, look, I just wanted to have a quick look. What I'm getting at is we go into Zoom meetings, and at this time of the day, we normally can find some good Zoom meetings. Stephen Davis. There we go. We'll use his name today, Stephen Davis. Okay, so I'm just logging myself in. Looking good. Right, I'm going to open up a few Zoom meetings and see whether we can crash a few Zoom meetings. Del Argo. Susie's put the words out there. I think I'd get away with it though. Do you think I get away with it? Because I'm dyslexic? My partner, she keeps correcting me and telling me I said it wrong, but she's not giving me a hard time. She's just saying, and I said, I think it adds to it. I don't think I get anybody's name right. It's so funny. Okay. All right. That's cool. Oh, sorry. That's all right. I was trying to find an address to make sure I hadn't given away anything, but I'm pretty sure it's not my address. Let's have a look here. Let's see what else we've got. So we're going to go and find, I don't publicize my address, and when it comes up on the screen, it always gives me a heart attack. Don't want people knowing where I live because they threaten to kill me. Just saying. Oh, and we're going to go there. And we're also going to go to passcodes. We're going to actually do something a bit different today because yesterday we went into, I want to open up cheap. Do anyone want any cheap the space? Cheap views. And I get these cheap views. I'll just put them down here until we get a few more comments coming in. Anyway, so what I'm getting at here, I want to actually go into a few of the meetings that we normally need passwords for. So I'll just open up a few windows. So I'm going to go passcodes. There we go. And we'll go over here. Right. And I'll see which one we get here first. Right. So what we're doing, if you don't know, is we go into Zoom meetings, which are running multi-level marketing. And normally I record my videos live. And then we go into some Zoom meetings and see if we can cause some disruption. I did see a really good video today, which I thought was really cool. It was Pamira, and I might play that if I get a minute. And this is the same thing. Oh, good. So the biggest launch ever, that's still going. So we just wanted to have a look at some of the old ones. I'll just leave that one as it is. Okay, so that one's going good. So I'm just going to log into a few of these meetings that need. That's funny. Afric. So Afric. That's quite interesting. I'll just, sorry, this is not going to be much fun. Go get yourself a cup of tea. Come back in about 10 minutes. What I'm doing here is I'm logging into a whole lot of Zoom meetings and this one's been shut down. I'm just trying to do a bit of homework as I go, really. Have I got it right? I do get it right. So that's another one down. So these Zoom meetings get shut down. Oh my goodness. I've got another window here open, which I'm trying to work on. And it's not doing me justice. Let's see if I can do this. Delete. Okay, so that's one meeting that's down. And now we're back. So I can shut this window down and we'll go on to the next one. So now we've got some really good ones. This should start moving along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. I haven't been here for so long that I actually think that's 3, 6, 9. Not now. Oh, there we go. Oops. Now we should be 1, 2, 3, 4s. Goodness me. Come on, hurry up. The computer's saying, oh, I've got too much going on in my brain, Dad. Oh, I've got to hit that all the time, am I? I might see if I can shut down my password tool. Open. It's going to do that all the time. It's going to be great, isn't it? Right, that should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, it's on a go slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Hopefully the things will start speeding up. 3. I think that did work. It did. And now we're down to, yeah, maybe I shouldn't worry about these ones. Maybe I should do those in the background. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some real high-tech passwords here, guys. But these ones here we haven't been to for a while, and there will probably be one of these live meetings. They have all the good juicy stuff. Oh, look, here I am in front of the screen. That's what it looks like. So we're up to I'll try another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. All right, now we're up to, I think, 2024 is the next password. 2000. Hey, Queen of Karma, nice to see you here. I did want to actually play a video. If we get one of these meetings that's done again, I'll go find this video that was on YouTube, and it was about some other people that are busting scams, which is really exciting. I think there's going to be 5. No, whatever. What have we got there? So 2025, 2025. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not now. Oh, so these must be really old. I only have about 20 of these ones, and then you can see how slow it is sometimes. I'm just popping in to say hi before I do my stream. Ooh, you're doing a stream. Do you want to do a double stream? I should, can you have guests on your stream? Put your website address on there so people can visit your stream if you want. You're always welcome to. We like to, and we did have a yarn. I was hoping to, always Marco's. He was saying that he wished more YouTubers would do videos yesterday, and I'm going, well, I'd be quite happy to get all 4 of us, well, 3 of us, in a together and do a stream together. I think that would be the ultimate. So I'm hoping that that will happen one day. But always Marco has about 100,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool. So it would be actually really neat. Uh-oh, something's gone wrong. Have I crashed? Oh my goodness, I thought I crashed. I must have clicked the wrong button. I'm just trying to log in here. I'm not having much success. I'm trying to... what have we got here? There. I think we're at 2025 as a password still. Yep. Wish I didn't get rid of that box. It's going to be a pain. What have we got here? We've got no limit. There were bound to be a meeting in this one. I don't even think I spelled limit right. Oh, I didn't. How do you spell no limit? N-O-L-I-M-I-T. Steve Davis. Not now. Can you see that box popping up saying they want to save my password? Such a pain. Oh, I did it again. I must be hitting the wrong screen. Okay, so that was no limit. Now what are we up to? Up to no limit. Diamond. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. D-A-I-M-O-N-D. All capitals. Keith Williams. Oh my goodness. Keith Williams is a health professional. Oh, that one's gone. Another window down. Another piper down. So I'll just grab that number. Put that into the window. Who? Freedom. Earn passive incomes up to 1-2%. Now that is Mars Sonda Henderson's room, I believe. So that was funny that she has done that. That's another one I don't have to tune into again. Right, so now we're up to travel. So this will be a travel one. There we go. Not now. Unstoppable. That's a good name for a travel company, isn't it? You wouldn't want to stop traveling. Retry. Now what are we up to? Stop it. Now live better. Live better is the password. Live better. Turn off camera. Okay, not now. And I lost it again. Here it is. Right, now what are we up to? Up to live better. We are 85319. Hey, YouTube's got this new thing where they listen to the audio, and if you say numbers, they think you're giving out phone numbers, and they'll flag your channel for doxing. How about that? So if I'm saying numbers, I now have to speak in code and say 3. Oh, there we go. That's a good one. That's Riz. Now we go to LifeWave. LifeWave. Now where's LifeWave? That is 3, 2. I used to do this so quick, but I'm a bit slow on the keyboard today because the computer's a bit slow. But okay. LifeWave. That's another good opportunity for life. Another meeting gone down. Oh, they're dying like flies now, ladies and gentlemen. It's taken a wee while. Okay, that was, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Envision You Zoom. They must have got harassed by the Avengers and decided not to continue. Okay, what one's this one? So that was Live Better, Ryan, LifeWave, Smart Lab. Oh, Smart Lab. Now, they've been shut down by us, which is fantastic. We've actually managed to take down smartlab.international's website, and now they're telling everybody if they want to find their money, they need to set up KYC details in a secret place. They're not telling anyone. All right, got 2 more to go. Let's go here. That one there is 2 more, and this one is a password, which is 39. 39. I didn't know you could have such short passwords. Ha! You can. This is it, team. This is it. This is as good as it gets. And the other one is going to be alignment. What a freaking long password. That's for somebody who's dyslexic to try. AIGNMENT. All right, let's go. Oh, and there we go. So now we should have all the ones that need passwords linked in, which means I can shut down my window. We can go back to the original, and now we can start logging in pretty quick. So we don't need that, and we'll start going through them pretty quick now. So let's have a look. So let's just log in. See, and now this is what I normally do. So we'll have a wee play. Oh, better turn the camera off. Talk Fusion. And all of a sudden we'll hear sound. So we better turn the camera off to scare anybody. And I did see that I did have the microphone on one of these. I'll turn that one off. Right, let's do it. Do it. Zoom's updated at the moment. Now I have to click a few more buttons. No good if you've got RSI. So that one there, I don't know the password to. I should get rid of that one. So I'll do this every day. Password. Okay. And that one there. Oh, has that got a password on it? It has too. Get rid of that one. That one there. Join. Oh, did it again. We know that it's Brian Rhodes, isn't it? Or was that Mincy? Used to be an Avenger, this guy. Now he's promoting a scam. Who would think you want to go from being an Avenger to a scammer? Oh, what was that one? Meeting. That one needs a password. See, they get busted by the Avengers, and then next minute we when's your live start, Queenie? Have you are you going to start it? We should go and watch her do a live. That one there we can't do. What we'll do, what we will do is we will actually go over here, and we will. First of all, I want to show you something cool. So let's go to Avengers. Too many tabs. Let's go to Avengers. I'll go to the YouTube home, and we will go to history. And this was a funny one that I saw today. This is it here.
Primerica pressures people to recruit as many friends as they can to join Primerica. So I recruited my friends to join a Primerica group interview to help me finish what I've been trying to say.
Hello, job candidates. You can now close this interview because Primerica is not a real job.
It's a pyramid scheme in which you'll be told to recruit as many of your friends as possible until your friend.
Cut Primerica out of your life by closing this. For more information.
Got a bunch of these guys today.
Yeah, a bunch of these smart people that know this is a scheme. A pyramid scheme.
The hell? They got a cooler people now.
For more information, visit.
What the heck? Okay, guys.
Hey, that's
Primerica. See you in.
I don't know. That was just kind of weird. I guess I don't mind like alienating my friends and family, but will I like make enough to justify it?
Yeah. So, well, yeah. So where you? Yeah, that guy. He's just a comedian. He does that to people on their Zoom interviews, and then he posts it on YouTube to get like laughs, so people will come to the show.
Oh, well. Cool. For more information, visit.
Okie dokie. Cool.
Primericons.
Are you one of those guys too? These guys.
All of my friends and I got kicked out, but my one friend who was just supposed to be there to record everything made it through the entire interview and even participated in the Q&A.
Now, Charles, if you, let's just say you sat down with a friend or family and you loved them and cared about them and they had plan A, you educated them how to switch over to B, how do you think they'll feel about you as a person, as their family member?
If I understood it better, I think they'd be really thankful. I don't really have a whole lot of friends or family, so I think this will be perfect for me, especially at primericunts.com.
Isn't that brilliant? Anyway, I've reached out to them. I actually, like, this is the thing is, if you went here, you can see this is what I do when I meet these other YouTubers. So I've actually donated $3.49 of money I don't have on my credit card. Reach out to me. We need to connect. I do this on a daily basis. I thought I was the only person on the planet who storms Zoom meetings. And then I've got, I can give you over 200 Zoom link meetings task force. So that's what I write on this here. And also I take it to another level as well. I have this here where I can save and it pops up and it says I can actually, I think I've got a link here that says, Ponzi schemes and scams exposed by other YouTubers. So I click that button, and what that basically means that when you go to my YouTube account now, and you can come down here, you'll see Ponzi schemes and scams exposed by other YouTubers, and you can actually see some of my favorite people. Talking about my favorite people is this lady here. Now we want to right click, copy. In my chat room right now, there's a link to a beautiful person who spends a lot of her time and energy, just like me, fighting these scammers. And what you can do is you click on her video, and she's obsessed with this guy called Ashmafare. And you can join her YouTube channel. You can notify, she's going to be starting in 5 minutes. And now if somebody knocks at the door, I'm going to be rebroadcasting her. I'm going to say, can't wait. Can't wait. Oops, I forgot to put the can't wait bit. Can't wait. Okay. So we all support each other, but I do wish more YouTubers would come out like Queen of Karma and actually help us, go after each other. So she's got 4 people waiting, which is absolutely awesome. So that's cool. So anyway, that will be our backup. I will actually probably have to turn the sound down somehow just in case she starts, but we'll see if we can get her for the opening. But in the meantime, we will go back to trying to find a Zoom meeting with somebody doing a promotion of some scam, and we'll see what happens. As I said, I'm waiting for somebody to drop off a bed. Now, some young person in the house doesn't realize that we're getting somebody to drop off a new bed. And they probably wonder why, when they've come back from Korea, why their bedroom was in a different state than it was when they left. But they don't realize that there's going to be a new bed dropped off. And that's my job, is to take delivery of a new bed. So once that happens, I will probably exit. But in the meantime, no one's rung me. I don't think anyone's rung me. There's no messages. Nope. All right. So we're just watching the camera. All right. And we'll carry on logging into these meetings, and we'll see if we can find some sucker who's trying to promote a Ponzi scheme or a scam to somebody, and we'll see if we can broadcast it. So as I said, you should have a cup of tea by now. Boom. All right, business. All right, we'll have a bit of fun. And we're going into the meeting today is Stephen Davis. And it's probably not proper, really, is it? It shouldn't really take somebody's identity. But they might, if I go in there, will they go, oh, you're the hero fireman. You're that hero. You're a fireman. You've done a really good job for your community. And now I hear that you're involved in scams. 3 minutes and 18 seconds before Queen of Karma. She'll be getting ready. She'll be polishing the microphone before she goes live. And we'll have a wee bit of fun. So maybe we can flip between Queen of Karma's Friday, yay, with the Slayers of Nay. Oh my goodness, this is crack up. I love it. Yeah, sometimes you wake up, like I woke up this morning and thought, oh, I'm going to take the piss out of that guy's article because it's just so much crap and poos and wheeze and propaganda that I had to. And I'm sure, I think Queen of Karma actually does a Friday Yay thing quite often because I've seen it before. But yeah, exposing scams and online fraud. I mean, you know, I think people get brainwashed into thinking that what they're doing is legitimate and they're not breaking the law because no one's stopping them. And my goal is to cause disruption and cause humiliation. I don't think no one should be able to promote something that they don't know nothing about, and that makes a lot of sense to me. Anyway, so we've got my windows all open here. I do need to go to the loo, I'll be honest. I'm going to actually get rid of this one. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to, so if I go here and I go there, there's apes. So that's good to get rid of that one. It's one I don't have to bring up next time. So now I can go shut that window down, and we'll go through them all again. How long have we got now? 1 minute and 48 seconds. We're going to watch the introduction. Can't wait. Oops, I'll shut my mic off. So what's going to happen here is one of my Zoom meetings are going to go live, and you'll be listening to Queen of Karma, and then all of a sudden you'll be thinking, what the hell's gone wrong? And that's because Danny may not be here to find the Zoom meeting that started broadcasting normally some copyrighted information. So I got an email today from YouTube again, as I do most mornings, telling me that I have copyright material on one of my things. Carl, Carl, was that you, Carl? Is that Carl Harvenstein? Is that who you want to be? Somebody's come on there. Hello, Carl. We've got muted themselves. I can see the table. That one there we'll get rid of. Speak now if you like. Anyway, as I was saying before, Carl popped on the screen. Carl's muted themselves. Oh, he's back. I'm trying to find a meeting. We're going to go listen to Queen of Karma. We've got, how long have we got? Oh, is it Carl Harvenstein? Carl, weren't you arrested and molested? Or was that when you was a kid? I can't remember. I thought it's either Larry Lane or Carl that keep visiting us at the moment. So as I said, it is open. Anyone can come and join us and join in with our meeting. Can't even hear you. You're a wee bit muffled today. Just saying.
That's the comedians.
The comedians. Comedia. Remember that song? Was it Culture Club? Comedia?
The comedians.
Comedians. We're comedians. Have you been watching that video where they think that we do it for clicks? We storm into Zoom meetings and we do it because we want clicks. I don't even know what clicks they're talking about. We don't get. Can anyone else hear him? What are you going on about, Carl? Oh my God! He's got music.
It's the operating system of a new affiliates world.
Hold it. We've got two things going on here.
Liquid Pay Deobank, instant global
Liquid Pay's live, mate.
on-chain savings.
Liquid
LFG,
I'm gonna go find it
social
now.
trading redefined with
Here it is.
gamification and verified performance. Protocol yield, daily.
Okay, so here we go. So this is a webinar where they'll kick me out. So funny. But we've had their this scam here is the guy that said that he's going to charge me $300,000. Oh, look, she's got my logo on the screen. Anyway, let's go back to Queen of Karma. Let's see if we can open up that. There we go. That's Queen of Karma's eyeball. And look, and we'll give her some money. She likes that. Super chat. And we'll go to, how do we do that? Queen of Karma, $2. Cool. And we'll go send $2. So we just sent $2 to Queen of Karma. Yeah, we'll just go and let's go. It's asking me for my MasterCard. Don't look at my MasterCard, everybody. Queen of Karma. And we'll go buy. So there we go. And now we'll see if she's still got her music on. Oh, she's doing what what's that lady called? VIB used to do, their music. Okay, and what else can you do? You can give her money, membership gifting, super chat. Let's see, we can do a super chat. We'll do another one. We'll go Danny D. Heck. What's this? Is the best YouTuber on the planet. XXX. There we go. And then we'll go, oh, she's got a limit. Oh, no, buy it and send. You have to give her $5. Oh, what the heck. Give her $5. Here we go. And now giving her $5. Buy. Oh, my God. I shouldn't be giving away money. I need the money myself. So now we've got, let's go see what she says when she starts. She better say some bloody good stuff about me. There we go. Dismiss. Message has been delivered. Thank you. So I'm going to like my own message. Thanks, Danny. And let's see what she says. She reckons her music's not copyrighted, but it's not going to do me. Are you still there, Carl? You sound like a creepy. It's quite funny, really. Oh, look, she's got me on the screen. And she's going, I am. Danny DeHeg is the best YouTuber on the planet. That was worth $5. We say. Now, Jelly Snack, where are you? You're normally in there. Oh, it's Susie.
God, I should have took that help. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's crap. That's funny at the moment. All right, so let's have a go here. I'm just going through these other.
Go to the oven. The mic's open. The mic's open. The mic's open. The mic is open. The mic is open.
Wherefore?
Go to this guy.
Oh, we're listening to legal disclaimer. So I'm on another screen. You can't see this at the moment, but we're listening to the legal disclaimer for these guys. Let's do it. Let's see what it is. They're telling you can't rebroadcast their meetings, and if they do, you're going to get legal action. Okay. But there's no sound now, is there? Leave audio, join audio. Yeah, I can't get the sound going. Oh, look at them. Oh, my God. They're in suits. Did you see that? Oh, my God.
Good morning, evening, afternoon.
Is this live?
Welcome to Friday Education Day. We're going to have a treat for you today. As promised, we're going to have Joe do his mindset presentation again. And I'll throw to him to enter the Twilight Zone and intro himself doing himself.
Ooh.
Look at that, just as soon as I start talking. You can hear me, right?
You sound a bit more and more like me.
All right, so we've got to figure out, we've got to find another, who are we going to, the market at Wealth, hurry up. Okay, so where's the URL? Okay, there's meant to be another meeting. We'll leave these guys doing what they do. So we're going to wealth management and the mic is open. Okay, we're working on it. We're going there, finding the wealth management meeting with the mic open. I'm hurrying up, getting in here quick. Somebody give me the link to the meeting because I ain't got it open, obviously. Where's your wealth? So Frank K, where is the meeting ID to the meeting where I'm meant to be? Obviously. Oh, what's this one here? Oh, no, it's him again. No, I've gone through the whole lot. We've obviously missed it. Okay, wealth. I'm going to go here.
Call in.
I'll go for wealth. I'm doing my best. Wealth is cooling. Is that the one?
Hurry up.
I'm working on it. Oh, no. Wealth is cooling. Waiting for the host to start the meeting. What a treat. You're missing it. Frank. Hey? I can't find the meeting they're telling me I need to be in. All right. So I'm going to Avengers. I'm going to Greeting Danny. So I hope you had a good day today. I see a project. I see the project you shared with me as a pyramid scheme and bring some frills. And there you go. Oh, yeah, whatever. Okay, Zoom IDs. Okay, here we go. Free gas. No passcode needed. All right, so here's a. Okay, so let's go and find. Join. Oh, what do you call it? Zoom.us. And we're going to be join a meeting, private link, join. Okay, that join with the browser, and the meeting doesn't work. The meeting ID doesn't work anymore. Okay, Neo Live, Zoom. I'm in the dark here. Frank K, don't tell me there's a meeting on. Don't give me that. Give me the address so I can go there. Stephen Davis, Neo Life. That's another webinar. Though. Webinars are so boring. Telegram. Dear's Amy. We'll go into that one. I've got all these links that my Avengers have given us, so we're trying to find a live meeting. Let's go back and listen to Queen Akama.
Wasn't originally really expecting, especially at the beginning of the week, but here we are. So yay! Friday for us.
Jesus.
Really good to see you, Joe. Glad that you could make it. And same with Mr. Level. And Jelly Snack is here. And Salami.
Jelly Smack is in my room. She should not be in both.
Thank you. And also donated $5. It says Danny DeHeck is the best YouTuber on the planet. After me, of course. But yes.
Sorry. It's unfair.
You might be a better YouTuber than I. I'm not the greatest at YouTubing. So there is that.
Yeah, we're a team.
Hey.
It's a team effort. There we go.
Nev is here. I'm pretty sure a three-legged horse has a greater chance of winning the Kentucky Derby than anyone getting victory with Ash. I agree. And Lillian is here and says, hi. Did anyone see Rhett's offering of the other day where he spoke of lions and lambs? What a fool. He needs to have a listen to what he says before putting it out. Well, I'm assuming that Ash Mufara said something about lions and lambs, or they are all copying because
let's
Bill
get some
Musk
funny
actually
comments
released
that
a
we can
video.
post.
I did a live stream the other day called The Lion, the Lamb, and the Skeptic. And
please give me some funny comments that I can give one of my Avengers who's running a YouTube live at the moment. I want some funny comments to make her laugh, to try to break her concentration. She goes after people who are promoting multi-level marketing and has a passion for exposing scams. Cults.
with this, as there's been no Monday Fun Day for a while.
Let's see what we can come up with.
Yeah, interesting. Well, I don't know, but I'm assuming so. I'm assuming that she's okay with it. I mean, what,
Here we go.
And victory with Ash. Reg just called it victory with ass. I swear, I believe you. It's a very, very easy mistake
You're
to
a
make.
bit quiet there, Bob.
It really is. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Hello, Silvio. Good to see you.
Okay, we're posting heaps of these in here. If you smell like...
Blink twice if you've already upset a cult leader today. I had a quiet day today.
Blink twice.
You were stuck in an MLM Zoom where the trading was just clapping. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Good news, everyone. I have some very good news for all of us.
Here we go.
And it is not that we are going to play this video again. I thought I removed that. I'm so sorry.
Here we go. Oh.
It is that we have a victory with Ash update. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I didn't have time to make it all fancy. But there is a victory with Ash update. Because, there was a message that was put in their victory with Ash.
I think she's going to be onto me that I'm
office.
pasting all these comments.
Right? So if you've already completed your verification, you're all set. No further action is required. We're processing a temporary bottleneck in KYC volume, but expect to catch up within days.
Right.
Which is okay. Once normal flow resumes,
Thank you.
KYC will again be required at registration. Good to know, I guess. Now, email validation. To ensure accuracy and scale responsibly, our entire email verification flow has been rebuilt.
She's going to wish
Here's
she didn't
what's
invite me.
happening now. Every new email entering the system must be valid and deliverable, as if they didn't have to be before. Any invalid, inactive, or non-functional emails, including at omail.ai, will be removed permanently.
Ooh.
For members who have not yet confirmed their email, we have temporarily extended the activation window, giving everyone enough time to complete their email validation without pressure.
I love the way she reads things.
Once this cycle is complete, every single valid account will have both KYC verified and email activation fully finalized.
Boom, boom, boom.
All unwanted or invalid accounts will be cleared out to maintain a clean, accurate, and scalable ecosystem.
Boom, boom, boom,
And again,
boom.
I'm wondering, how did they even get in there? I thought that it was just like by invite only, and then people
That's good.
were
I gotta gather look.
just
I'll be
inviting
back. Oh, and
10
I'll put the
people,
virtual Danny up while,
and then that was it.
while I'm gone. So you guys
That's what they made it
don't
sound
feel
like.
lonely. Where's my virtual Danny? There he is.
Referral and next steps. As we finalize these improvements, referral activation will return shortly. Not on a timer, but as a simple on-off system. Sounds promising, doesn't it? A new algorithm will soon reward leaders who grow their circles responsibly and effectively. Everything is on track, under control, and engineered for long-term scalability. You'll notice the word of the day today is scaling or scowling, depending on what you listen to tonight. There are no technical issues, simply ongoing optimization as we prepare for a much larger wave of expansion. We promise there are no technical issues. That made me giggle a little bit. I was like, I feel like there might be some technical issues. No mail, that's right. They're like, listen, that has to be gone. And I'm like, at this point, are there people using mail to sign up for Victory with Ash? I don't know why they would be doing, like, it's been gone for a long time. Right? So, like, what are we doing? It's been gone since June 2024. It's a year and a half at this point almost. Like, you know, who's using it? Anyone? I doubt it. I don't even know if anyone has signed on using that email, because I don't know why they would. At this point, they do know that it's not coming back. And like they kept saying, these are our main people. Those that are really loyal, right? And have all their blind faith in this thing, or whatever Ash is going to do in the future. Just basically whatever Ash does, right? So it's like, well, why would there be people? Why would any of them use it? Like, it's just so silly to me. None of it makes any sense. Final note. Stay tuned to this section and your back office for further updates.
All right, let's find it.
The next phase will bring you statistics. Oh, yay, numbers. And features that will truly make your head spin in the best way. So I guess with this Victory with Ash, we're no longer doing take it to the top where your ears will pop. Now it will truly make your head spin in the best way. We're just getting started.
Frank, you haven't given me
And it's
the
getting more exciting by the day.
the number.
With gratitude, Ash Mufara.
Mm.
So yeah, that was his amazing back office message in Victory with Ash. At least one of them anyway, the latest. So, now that we know what was said, I know that, as you heard, it didn't really say anything about any animals. It was Ash's the animal we're talking about.
What's she talking about, Willis?
Maybe he is. But I'm pretty sure they got that from Bill Must. Bill Must just likes to do random analogies sometimes himself. And people tend to look up to him. Weirdly. He's like the main marketer here. So I was happy to get that. That was some good news.
Excuse me.
And now moving on to our next fabulous segment. You guys ready for this? Free with Ash meme review. Ooh. That's right.
I can do that too.
Victory with Ash meme review.
Oh, they got all these meeting links that are dead. That I'm logging into some meetings in the background.
It's on fire.
On fire.
Oh no! Why is it on fire? That didn't last long, did it? Anyway, victory with Ash. I guess a giant explosion.
Oh dear.
Because they're so disruptive on the internet. So of course they come in with a big bang, a boom, baby, if you will.
Hey, look at this. I got.
I love on passive.
I got removed from that meeting with.
I love memes. That's right.
They remove anyone that doesn't have their audio.
Do you like them on fire? So for some reason, people are making up their own logos all over Facebook for this thing. And this was one that I saw that was put on a couple posts as well as shared, obviously, just on its own. Whereas you can see it says the bridge to the future, victory with Ash. I don't know why they chose to do with like that. But it's just funny to me because like they do actually have their logo. So in this very lovely, colorful image here of this guy, very excited.
Believe me, people are not thinking about
Here we
you
go.
as often as you might think. The fear of success. What happens if I do succeed? What do I do then?
Oh.
I mean, this sounds even crazier, doesn't it? The fear of being successful. We're all here because we want to be successful. We want financial freedom.
Okay.
So why would anybody have a fear of success? And I think it's more about the fear of limitations.
I'd have a fear of losing my money.
Once you've succeeded, what do you do next? What do I how will my life change? It is the fear of change.
Well, you're not going to
how
get
will my life
success
around me change?
from
What
investing
about
in
the
this
people
company.
around me? Of
So it's
course,
like-
we work in an industry where we can bring those people with us. We don't have to leave anybody behind.
No.
Yes, our lives will change, but we can help others to change their lives as well, so we can all achieve
So sign up
a
for
much better life
BTCC.
alongside
It's a
each
game
other.
of Monopoly, and you will have success, but you will never be able to get your money off
The fear of the
the
unknown.
platform.
And this is a big one.
The
You know,
unknown.
This is a huge fear for everybody. The fear of the unknown. I don't know how to do it. I don't understand everything that I need to know.
Oh,
What will I do? How will I learn?
these are the sales
And of
techniques.
course, there is always
they give people.
a way of learning. And within the space
So the
that
guy
we
that's
are
running
in
this
now,
webinar at
there
the
is
moment,
more than enough
I'm going to ring
education
him.
because we are
He's an
never in
Australian called
business
Carl Miller.
by ourselves. We are in business for ourselves. We are all
You're in
individual business
Here we go.
owners.
Let's ring up Carl.
But none of us are in business by ourselves
person you are
because we
calling
all
is not
have
available.
somebody who introduced us into this business who should know, maybe not everything, but they should certainly know all of
you
the
are
central
calling is not
parts
available.
of this opportunity. And of
So I
course,
need to
we have
turn off my
Zooms
caller
every
ID,
single
and then
day
I'll be able to ring him.
to
1
provide
minute,
you with
please.
information and education. So there is no reason to be afraid because the unknown is only the unknown for as long as you stop, as long as you don't look for the knowledge.
Okay.
So fear is not really the problem.
Show caller
Avoidance
ID.
is.
Avoiding giving your money away.
A mindset shift is needed urgently so that you can create new results. A new mindset will bring new results.
Okay.
Because if you continue to do what you have been doing for the last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years,
now we'll
40
ring up Carl
years,
again.
and you're expecting the next 10 years to be different, to be better than the last 10 years, then you're deluding yourself. It will not happen unless you're prepared to change your behavior.
Are you there, mate? Oh, you're listening to the same thing I'm listening to, Carl. Are you still? Oh, you've removed me now. Why don't you talk? You got me, mate. You've only got 3 people in this webinar and no one's listening to you because you're all trying to... I'm fearful that you might lose all my money. You going to speak to me, Carl? You're live on the internet at the moment, Carl. This is your moment to shine. Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dundee earns $738.60 a fortnight because you're on the dole and you're here preaching a message about how people can build a passive income. What planet are you on, Carl? Carl, use your words. It's good, Carl. You haven't hung up this time. So Carl is probably, I think Carl's on the sex offender list as well, aren't you, Carl? And you're married to you're dating a Filipino woman at the moment? Or somebody from Korea? You look lovely in your suit as well in the opening of this one. So Carl lives in a trailer park an hour and a quarter out of Melbourne. His landlord is absolutely lovely. He's a really good guy. Do I need to come back into the room, Carl? Is that what we need to do? Or do you not realise you haven't hung up on us? I'll come back into the room as... Should I come back in as Carl? So you know it's me, so you can kick me out. Oh, he hung up on us. Should we ring back again? See if he hangs up.
Circumstance.
Here he is. He's going to kick me out straight away.
Of course, we have constructive fear. Now, this can point you to the next level. This can signal.
The person you are calling is not available.
I got removed.
Please leave a short message, and it will be sent as an audio message.
Carl, are you earning more than $738.60 a fortnight for being on Job Seekers? If you want to earn the big dollars, you should become a YouTuber and expose scammers. That's what I do for a living. See you in the next video, Carl. Next time, answer the phone like a man and use your voice instead of hiding behind a computer or a cell phone. See you, Carl. Love you, bro. All the best. Go get some beers for the chili bin and make sure your thongs are on you between your toes and not going up between your butt cheeks, because that's what real thongs do in Australia. Oh, but anyway, that's sort of what we do. So Carl runs that meeting. He's been trying to figure out how to earn a passive income for a long time. He won't answer my phone calls if I don't have caller ID on. It's absolutely friggin' hilarious. And you can see that they're just crazy. So what I could do, which I will do for shits and giggles, is we will go... What you do if you're using a web browser like this, you go into Opera and you can literally clear the browsing history and delete all the data, and then you log back into the room. And this time what we'll do is we'll go in there as, because they ban you and kick you out, but if you empty your cache in your browser, you will be able to go straight back in there. So I need to give a name. We need a nice name. Someone like Griffey Simaga. Griffey Symes, that's a new name. So we'll go in there and we'll log back in, and we can now listen to a recording where they've got no one in here.
is stepping out of our comfort zone.
There we go.
We are perceiving things as scary, as
And the guy
frightening,
that's doing the
and
presentation
we want
is
to
actually
run
a
away
driving
from that
instructor.
rather than confronting it and enabling ourselves to grow.
And I know
and
there's nobody in this
expand
meeting
our comfort zone.
because
Learn something new.
They kick me out so easily.
And have a better life.
So they know there's 10,
Fear
probably 10
is your
people here.
imagination
Fear
expecting the worst.
is your imagination. Or see, they watch me on the live and they see me broadcasting, and then 30 seconds later I get kicked out, and they think I know how they run it. They have no way of knowing who I am. It's so ridiculous. But let's do it again. So they'll close the meeting now. It's clear the browsing history, clear the data, put it in here, go back here, press enter, and this time we'll go in there and we'll call him Filipino. Here we go. We'll just use that name for now.
Giving you reasons
30 seconds
scared,
later.
giving you reasons to want to run away, rather than embracing that fear.
Embracing the
and
fear.
Stepping into.
Oh, I got removed. Didn't like that name, you see. Oh, dear. Poor old Carl. Anyway, we'll leave that one there. We'll go back to here. We'll shut this one down, and we'll go back to this one. We'll see if there's anyone else running these meetings. So there's Zoom meetings all over the place, and there's literally a Zoom meeting waiting around the corner. We'll go back to Queen of Karma if I don't get anything now, and if anything pops up, we'll come back. But I might have to actually duck off and do some chores around the home because we've got a new bed. Oops.
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, look, there I am. Do you think my background is going to scare people away? Just saying. Hi. Oh, because I'm allowed to have background images now, which is quite cool. I'll change camera. Oh, look what happened. I'm all out of proportion now. Now I have to change myself back. I'll go to the video camera. Fix that. Oh, there we go. Looking good. So these are Zoom meetings which they leave open for some reason, which is a bit of a hard case. Right. So, I don't really want that meeting there. We'll just get rid of it. Steve Davis. No one's there. No one's in that meeting. No one's in that meeting. This one's been recorded and there's no one in there. These are all what I call my open Zooms. Oh, there I am again. Just for shits. Oh, I won't do that because I'll stuff up my camera. Anyway, I'm the only person in that room. And then we're back to these ones. Chuck that one down. And I'm just shutting down all these meetings that don't seem to have anybody in them. I don't know why they do it. All right, so we're going to go back to listen to Queen of Karma. Let's see what she's going on about. Here we go.
$1 buy it. So, just the same thing. But don't worry, stay cool. Just keep trying. The KYC is very busy, and it is working. Make progress.
Why wouldn't anyone want to hand over their date of birth,
To explain.
their social security number, their credit card details,
No, he couldn't even.
their birth certificate,
John White.
and their mother's maiden name to some company that's been ran out of China?
What's going on, John? It has been accomplished. Get ready to explode with the.
There we go.
It's
Let's
too
see.
much for him to handle. Too much excitement. All right, you got to stay calm, John.
Stay calm. Oh, there he is.
Here, at least they used the logo. I was like, finally.
So there's the guy that's been
Finally,
fined for like $25 million by SEC.
Actually slapped the logo on there.
And now
There
he's
we go.
not allowed
That's
to
what
run
I
the
wanted
company
to see.
anymore.
Now,
And
now
here
we're
he is all over
doing
Zoom
victory
still.
with Ash memes. It was a premature explosion, right? Why wouldn't anyone want to hand over the date of birth, the social security number, the credit card details, their birth certificate, the mother's maiden name to some company that's been ran by China? Well, this one's from Dubai.
Same.
But I
Same. Dubai, China.
see is probably also from there, which is the only reason how he would be able to get one. is if it was some kind of personal connection, because nobody else is going to.
Did you hear about that crypto couple that got cut up and buried in the desert in Dubai?
Is going to be like, no, thank you. We're good. We're good. No, you can go with someone else. It's okay. So I'm thinking that if he has gotten one, obviously he had to like pull some strings for that, probably with people he knows. And I'm guessing probably out of Dubai, because I mean, with so much of your company is out of there, why not? And see, out there, they are they did a good job of faking success there. So they did a lot of marketing there, right? Like on the Burj Khalifa, on the Dubai.
Couple that got killed in Dubai. Crypto. Let's see if I can find it.
They might even be able to trick a legitimate one from there, to be honest. To be honest. Because like the marketing, marketing made it look all right.
So here's a beautiful couple
John, do you smell toast?
that got cut up.
Super aromatic.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's this guy though?
So this couple.
We got them using the logo, but I have no clue who this guy is.
And they,
yes, I think it is
they got
supposed to be
chopped up.
Ash with his thumbs up. Because again, there's that on the website. I'll show you after the meme review if you want. Right? There's that beautiful picture of him with his thumbs up. So, of course, they're going to keep trying to use that picture. This is the AI version of that, I guess. Yeah. And this is how they have him holding a trophy. I don't know what happened. They must have not gotten what they wanted, where they put into the AI prompt like, hey, change this picture to be kind of like Ash Mufara, but not. I don't know what they did. That's anyone actually holding a trophy, that's for sure. And then it says, this is the simplest way to achieve success. The simplest way to achieve success. You know? And I'm like,
all right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I haven't found any.
Because it's definitely not signing up to victory with Ash.
So I might love yous and leave yous and republish this first
but,
part of this.
the naysayers decided to do their own version.
Oh.
And this was sent to me by a few of you. A few people saw this and sent it to me, which I appreciate. It says, my name is Ass Mufaka, and I am not your friend.
Oh, dear.
I'm only here to scam you.
Oh, my goodness.
And that couldn't be more true, right? That's exactly it. His
I think
name
it's my
is Ass
fucking...
Mufaka, and he is not your friend. Only here to scam you.
Oh, it's sad.
And that is it for this week's Victory with Ash meme review.
Wow.
Woo!
That
was fun. That was fun. I was surprised at how many I could actually find. I was like, oh, all right. They're really starting to get them going now. So keep on making those memes. Victory with Ash. Must have pissed off the wrong people there. Probably. Don't do weird things in Dubai. Or anywhere overseas, really. Because you don't know what can happen. Just don't. Don't get involved in anything like that. That's why I say, don't support these companies. You have no clue what you're getting involved in. All right? Just stay away. Stay away from the organized crime.
Yeah.
Just in any capacity of it. As Mufaka. That's right. That's right. That's what it said. And I am not your friend. I'm only here to scam you. And maybe some of you are new to Ash Mufara, this on passive / victory with Ash scheme. So you might be wondering why that meme is so funny. It's because Ash is now.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
He's your friend.
For this line, where he said it once, and I thought it was kind of juvenile way for him to start a business meeting to take accountability for scamming $108 million from everyone.
That's pretty cool.
And so I
108
had
million.
clipped it, and then it became an actual running thing that he said, where in almost every meeting since then, he manages to throw it in somewhere.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
So, no, you're not. You're not my friend. You hate me. So, it was a meme on that as well. But like I said I would show you the website because
Just trying to log into a few more Zoom meetings before I give up.
Here it is. There's the amazing image. I have to press the arrow down key to scroll. There's no scroll bar, which I don't like that. But yeah, that's the image of him with his thumb up there. And I guess their motto is rise, reset, refocus, right? So, you know, they're starting. You can unlock your first 90 days. Yeah. Discover practical strategies designed to help you take control of your future. From reducing daily stress and building unshakable confidence to setting bold, measurable goals, you'll gain the clarity and direction you need to move forward. Along the way, you'll strengthen your communication and leadership skills, learning how to connect, persuade, and inspire others with ease. In other words, learning how to manipulate people. You'll also explore modern business strategies and the latest AI tools to work smarter, open new streams of income, and create lasting personal and professional growth. Every lesson is practical and actionable. Oh my God, not actionable. Giving you the skills to create real change you can feel, see, and measure in your life and business. And then as you can see, it says join free now, limited time, okay? So you would think that you could click there. But then when you click there, it's like invitation only. And I'm sorry, but I find that kind of funny. Hey, Retro, good job. Hey, Angel. Glad you can make it. SEC actionable, right? I just think it's so funny that they have so many places I can click on that to like try to get started, even up here in the corner. Get started. Okay. Oh, I can't. It's like, why? Why even put those up there? So,
hi, Frank.
It's an exclusive.
I'm just logging in.
Exclusive community.
I'm just logging into a few more Zoom meetings just on the off chance
join.
that we might find a live one.
If you have received an invitation, please use the referral link provided to you.
Okay.
So I don't even think you can register really from this site like that.
I'm amazed I can't find a
have to
live
get the
Zoom meeting.
referral
Has
link.
everyone died on Zoom at the moment?
You won't
Maybe
be able to
Zoom's
just go to
stopping people.
victorywithash.com to register.
Did you get the link?
It'd be allowed in any way unless someone sent you the link. So
Are you still here, Bob?
So there you have it.
Bob's
That's
still
what it
here.
looks like. That amazing picture of him. That's right.
Give me a link.
And you know, you would think that this platform, since people are just inviting people,
Okay.
and they originally said they were going to invite
I
about
don't see
100
the
people,
chat.
and they were going to
Okay, have a
tell
look.
them to each invite 10 people.
Here we go. I'm trying to find the chat.
So you go, oh, okay. In that case,
See how many chat windows
how
I've
many
got?
people should be in it?
Interview
right?
chat. Oh,
However,
it's there.
I had some
Oh,
some
you should
questions.
see it.
I
I
had
don't
some
see that
things
chat
that
unless I
just
bring the
kind of
window
made
up.
me
All
kind
right.
of go like,
Okay, we're
what the
gonna find. We
fuck?
found a chat room. Mindset.
Oh, why did it do that? No.
All right, here we go. So we've got a live one here. What that sound for?
I'm about to whip some.
Okay. So we're going to go back to this window here because Bob's finally told me what chat window he was chatting to me with. And we're going to go join the meeting.
This is BG Wealth. This one's hilarious.
There it is.
They have their own fake SEC website. So this
All
one's
right,
so
let's have a
much
look.
fun.
Let's have some fun. Password, mindset. And
Yeah, I was trying to get you so you can say, I'm Danny the Happy.
This meeting is being recorded.
What the compound calculator chart
oh,
ever showed we would be at on this date and time.
okay.
Because we went out and shared it with people. And when you do that, they're going to give you, as I said, additional bonuses.
Oh,
For
are they?
instance,
Oh, I've seen
once
this
you
one.
share it with 5
Passcode.
people, you now will get an additional
So what can we do?
$90 a month. So some
Oh,
people are
ridiculous.
taking the $90 that they're getting
They've
as a
got-
salary, and they're
Okay.
including that. And when they
muffled
do
today,
that,
Bob.
they also are getting bonuses. So if I calculate the bonuses in
Now watch this,
on
everybody.
top of that, and I hit calculate,
This meeting is
notice
being
now
recorded.
the projection for 1 year has went up almost to $100,000. Same amount of trades, but the fact that you shared it with 5 people, you earn some additional bonuses, you earn an additional salary. It's powerful. But if you went out and shared it with
Okay,
your
watch
5
this.
and they shared it with 5,
Here we go.
I want you guys to realize something.
He's going to stop because he's a
I
box.
want you guys, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, we have, let's do this. I want you guys to know the power of what we're dealing with here.
Oh, here we go.
Okay? I want you guys to realize that we are talking about an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about an opportunity that is literally changing the lives of many people.
Is that right?
So I want you to, I want to concentrate.
You can't
right
concentrate
here on
because
this
there's a box
screen,
popping
because
up on the screen.
I want you to think about
Here he is.
where we are,
Where are you?
what we're seeing.
You've seen a scammer.
We're seeing people who are literally changing their lives. So when you go out and share this with 5 people,
Oh my God,
who
recruitment.
share it with 5 people,
Your recruitment.
okay?
No, it's recruitment.
You're going to find, ladies and gentlemen, that this literally changes everything.
Everything.
Because when you do that,
You get a
the
calculator out.
actual rate goes up to
So if you go out and lie to 5
one-
friends, and every one of those friends signs
anywhere
up because they
between
believe you lie,
1.85
you're going to make $20 from each
and
friends. And if
it
you go
goes
out
up
there
to
and find 5
literally
friends,
up
you'll get
to
$100. And if you
1.95.
find 50 friends,
And you're
you're going to get
going to
$1,000.
notice
And if you find 500 friends, you're
that
going to get $50,000.
I want you to understand
You just
this.
need to
You're
find
going to
out,
get an
find out
extra
real quick that you have no friends left.
$450 a month. So when I hit calculate, now look at the rate. You're looking at about $1.3
How come this isn't
million
making any difference to
in
him?
potential.
He must be used
So
to.
when I share this with you, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
I am
they removed
helping
me.
every single person here on the line know something.
Watch this,
And
guys.
that is you and I, all of us here today,
Hold it.
we have an opportunity to share this with people, and that's all we're doing.
That's all you're doing.
We're helping people to know
You're
and
helping
to
people.
see the power of literally going out and sharing with people something that is changing their lives.
Changing your
And
lives.
that's why, ladies
It's
and
changing
gentlemen,
their
we're
lives because
here.
they're
That's why I'm
destroying their
pausing
lives.
here,
And it
because I
changed their
want
lives.
you to fully understand what is happening here.
Frank K.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just had an event back in Las Vegas.
Oh, did you?
There's a gentleman on the line that he's going
This
to be
meeting
doing
is
a
being recorded.
special training on Sunday. And Dave, if you will, very quickly, just come up to the front of the call and tell everybody what you saw at that event. In fact, how much you had to pay to enter into that event, and what happened there.
Can I
So Dave,
rename
I don't know
myself?
if you're available. If you can unmute yourself and let everybody know what happened at that event.
I mute myself.
Hold on, I'm gonna switch. Hold on one sec.
No problem, my friend.
Dave.
Okay, can you hear me now, Randy?
Yes, I can.
Well, yeah, I was at the event and it was absolutely phenomenal.
Of course it was.
I was surrounded with phenomenal people, exceptional people. And so I took a lot of mental notes.
Mental
you
notes.
know, and one of the things that was incredible
This meeting
was
is
the
being
energy,
recorded.
the energy that was there. Now, what I don't want to do is I don't want to give you specifics yet because I want to save
Keep you in the
those for
dark.
Sunday. But I can tell you that it was life-changing because when you go to a live event, and if you go out and you're still
Chat
the
room open?
same, then something's
Chat room's
wrong.
not open, but the
So
chat
when
room
you
was
go
open.
to
I
a
missed it,
live
right?
event like that,
Great.
it's supposed to change you.
It's
And it has changed me in terms
changed
of
me.
how
Changed
my
my undies.
conviction was always there, but my
Oh.
determination was always
Determination.
there. But what I'm going to do, my plan moving forward is going to change.
My
And
plan.
that's what was so phenomenal about the event.
Oh, that's great, mate.
Powerful. And I know you met a lot of people there and you heard the stories and you got a chance to talk to some people whose lives had changed. I mean, when I saw the amount of prizes that were given out, and I saw the people
Scammer money
and
being paid to
just
convince other scammers.
just thinking about being there, what was the energy like in that room?
Oh, it was deadly.
You know, because there were just everyday people whose lives had literally changed. Can you tell us how that was?
Yeah, it was palpable, meaning that, you know, you could feel the energy because
Feel
everyone
the
there
energy.
was like of
Feel the
like
energy in the room
mind.
as I
And whenever
referred
you
my
have that kind
friend
of
who took his
synergy
money.
there, you
It
know,
was
you're
so much good
not the
energy.
same when you leave.
Same
And that's
when
why I
leave.
try to tell people, you know,
I
when there is
tried
a
to tell
live
people, but they
event
just don't
like
listen to me.
get there. I don't care if you got to hitchhike. I don't care if
Hitchhike
you
or take a
have to
plane
do
or
whatever you have to
be a
do.
YouTuber
It
and
is
save all
so
your money.
important to be there because not only is it going to change your life, but it's going to change your
Frank
team's
Morris.
life. It's going to change your family's life.
It's
This
going
is
to
going
change
to change a lot of
everything's
different
going to
things
change.
just because of the plan that you're going to leave with, the
big
takeaways
wealth
that you're going to
sharing.
start to implement after the event is
After
over.
the event. The humanity.
And I'll tell you, it's powerful.
Powerful.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody getting on this call. And you know, they talk a little bit about this. You know, I'm not going to go into great length, but a lot of people have got promoted in this company. And we talk about sharing with 5 people, you become a level 1. And when you help them, you know, just 2 of them become level 1s. And there's 25 people on your team. Guys, that promote you what they call a level 2. With each of these levels,
to be promoted
you're
to
noticing
a major position,
that
the number
there are additional bonuses. There are additional bonuses that you make. And so, and I want you guys to think about this.
Think about it, kids.
These bonuses, ladies and gentlemen, used to stop $10,000 given
and that was
to
the first
every
time
10 days
when
on
we
the
went
9th,
broke.
the 19th, and the 20th. That's a level 7. Everybody reaches level 7.
Everyone
and
does.
that's what we all look forward to.
We look forward to it.
Until a few weeks ago. Now, the lady Ann who first told me about it, who borrowed $500 to come into the company.
So there's a suggestion that you should borrow money from your friends that you're going to refer into it.
Became a level 7.
Level 7.
She got all those bonuses all the way up to the $25,000 bonus. And
oh my God,
she's getting currently over $10,000 every 10 days. She's withdrawn
here we go
out of the program over 65 times in excess, I believe, of well over
God, she must be on the top of the pyramid.
Now, here's a lady that had to borrow $500 to get started. She didn't know what was going to happen when she joined back in July of last year. Just like you don't know what's going to happen if you decide to join today. But here's the reality. You know what's going to happen if you don't join.
Yeah,
you're going to be in the
you're not going to lose your money.
Position you're in now.
I've got my hand up at the moment.
That's why I tell everybody, if you understand, because so many people, over 100 people, have already obtained that level 7, the company now added 5 more additional levels.
Oh my God.
Pay out up to $1 million a month.
Oh my God.
Now, I don't know who invited you to this call tonight.
Yeah, got to get back to your referral.
I will say this. They thought enough about you because they wanted to share with you what was actually going on.
Let's see if we can get another one to
open.
And
so because of that, you have to understand that there are some people
that are
haters.
Here we go.
There are some people
who are trying to stop me
that are pessimists.
Pessimists.
Now, what's interesting, an optimist is a person that always looks for a way to step on the gas.
The dream stealers.
A pessimist is always looking for a reason to do what?
Stop. Yeah. So you just got to have blind
brakes.
faith and believe that this is
So what I'm sharing with everybody tonight is this.
A scam.
There are people in this room
right now
who
are pessimists
that are looking to make a change.
Okay. A change
At
for the
the
worse?
same time, ladies and gentlemen, there are people
Who must
in
be
this
talking-
room right now
Oh, it got removed.
that shouldn't be here. Now,
Oh.
why do I say that?
Because I'm
I
clicking the
say
button.
that because,
You're a lying scumbag.
ladies and
bottom
gentlemen,
of the
you have to think about the power of this. There are some people
earth. He's talking about me.
who will see an opportunity like this,
Yeah.
and they will try to take it away.
No way.
from others.
You mean the money isn't this easy
Yet,
to make?
Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is they can't stop it.
Okay.
You know, it's so,
we can't
it's so
stop you, but we
amazing
can cause
because
disruption and make you look
the
like a dumb idiot.
negativity that I have seen
Yeah.
online, as well as, ladies and gentlemen,
And you got proof that this
the
is a real company?
negativity that I was believing in the beginning.
Okay.
And it caused me to be in a position where I almost missed out on this opportunity.
No.
So I am saying that to you, to
Yeah,
everybody that's
to
here
help
on
you
the
out
line right
with
now.
the goodness of his heart.
You have a decision to make.
You don't have any decision to make.
And that decision
is to keep
is
harassing
very,
this
very
guy.
simple.
Where do you live, mate?
And that decision is,
where's your address? Where do you live?
am I willing to see what everybody else is seeing?
Mm.
Or do I want to, ladies and gentlemen,
we got thunder in the sky.
watch other people make money? Because the reality is this.
Yep. Oh, he got me. See? So that's funny. But he didn't get me because I'm still over here. But let's have a listen to see if he's still there. I have backup.
Result of the trades are out. And if that result of the trade is out,
so we've got 5 minutes.
We're going to share that with you.
We're going to
In
carry
fact,
on
we had a
abusing this
couple
guy.
other people who were going to get.
See, he's clicking the button. I'm
the,
breaking his concentration. That's why he's staggering.
We're actually going to, in fact, let me say this. Hang on one second, ladies and gentlemen.
He's trying to get me.
We had a couple people that were going to
concentrate, mate. Quick, you're going to be quicker on the mouse than me.
We're going to do presentations, or we're actually going to do a testimony.
Oop, testimonials. He's got to be faster on the mouse than me. That's why I stopped talking.
Can't find them. And,
you can't
I was
find them?
looking for them.
You there, Bob? It's
Hey, Randy. I think she's number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Wait 1 second, okay?
Okay.
He's just trying to. He got me. He got me. All right, let's go back to here. So we'll go back to here. Oprah. I'll go to Oprah so you can see what I'm doing. We are closing that. We'll go to Oprah. You'll probably have locked the room. And we'll allow this time. And it's Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is always a good one. And we'll
This meeting is being recorded.
And at the same time, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, what have I done? I think I hit the wrong button. Where's Oprah? Oprah, what did I do? Did I shut that down? No way. Did I? Can't have. Oprah? I think I shut it down. All right. Mickey Mouse. Let's see if we got it. Did they kick me out straight away? He's locked the meeting. That's funny. Oh, we'll laugh. Oh, well, there we go. We've stuffed up that one. So yes, what they do, they lock the meeting. So that's going to be going back to that. And I'll just clean up a little bit here. So we should actually have a few meetings coming on to in here in a second. So we'll just go back and listen to Queen of Karma while we're looking for another meeting, and we'll see what she's been up to. We'll turn her sound on. Ooh.
So, of course, I thought it would be a great idea for us to watch this after I just talked about, the amazing rise within Victory with their climbing numbers. Maybe Bill will explain to us here what is going on.
Scaling the Wall, the AI-powered ascent to technological victory. The launch of a groundbreaking AI-driven platform is not a simple walk through an open field. It is the scaling of a sheer, formidable wall. This wall represents the summit of our ambition, a place like the Victory with Ash platform, where transformative technology meets human need. The ascent is monumental, demanding courage, resilience, and a clear-eyed understanding that the path upward is never a straight line.
If I have music, that will, even though she says it's copyright, it seems to get flagged by Google. Something else that I thought was interesting. Have you ever looked at the thumbnails these days? Like, I do like my thumbnails, but if you look at the thumbnails on your YouTube channel, look what ones, like, I quite like that one. I quite like watching these ones, but that does not look good for that police officer. But if you come down here and look, like the plain one, are you kidding me? There's people that's not going to happen. No. So, no joke, people actually fly like this. They do not. 1.9 million people. I don't know. These planes are cool. What else have we got here? 3 hours ago, Randy was out there. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, look at that. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so what have we got? And there's a big influx. I don't know. I started watching these girls who drive trucks for a living because I like trucks. And, yeah. And now I seem to be getting a lot more of these truck ones. Don't know why that is. Just saying. But, oops, she's back. And then you come down here and look at these thumbnails. You're not loud enough. Whoop. What happened? And look at the bus. That's not real. But these thumbnails are getting a little bit hard to believe. Just saying. It's just, I don't know how it works. But you do get hooked on internet, don't you? And you're sitting here looking at things. But I don't know if it's a good idea to have these amazing thumbnails just to get the clicks. Boy, it's thunder outside. I think it's going to thunder and rain. It's pretty amazing. But anyway, I just thought this one here I quite like. She's quite cool. If it's the lady, I think it is. I think it is. I hope we look. Hold up. Yeah, videos. But I think this girl's turned into a rock star now, and she doesn't want to do her violin playing anymore. What was that, Bob?
Yeah, this is why they use bond chat, so they can wipe it. It costs $5,000 for a server, and you can just wipe it out whenever you don't like it.
Southside Jamaica, Queens and This meeting is being recorded.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Oh
There we go. So this is crazy, this one. So we've got, this is,
yeah. Cake Day before Christmas.
yeah, let's get in here and have a wee play with this lady. We'll go down to Oprah. We'll go in here and we'll see if we can cause some havoc before she gets all her.
Oh, she's dancing very fun.
What do we call ourselves? Mickey Mouse Club. Okay, so I'm going to do Mickey Mouse Club. We'll do Oprah.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right,
so Daddy on the chat.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Let's go share this. Let's share this Zoom. Let's go. You guys do not want to miss this opportunity tonight. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's kill their room. So is it?
Let's go. Everyone drop where city they from. Let's see where everyone is tapping in from. I'm in Miami, Florida. Yes.
She's just grinding it.
Okay.
Chat room's been destroyed. Come on, what are you going to do about that? 70 people? You see she's looking at it. She's even got a kid on the screen. She's another Megan and Regan.
Oh, Megan and Regan.
She's like, who's that guy?
Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Yes.
Let's
Brittany, you
go.
playing the right song today, girl.
Oh,
Yes.
she's grinding it.
Let's go. Let's get these numbers up. I'm about to start in the next 2 minutes. Whoever is on this call is supposed to be on this call. Let's go. Let's get your nieces and your nephews on, your daughters, your sons, your cousins, your aunties, the 1,000 Gen Z Rich is representing tonight.
Because the only way you're going to sell this is by telling somebody else.
Hello. Hey,
Yes.
Latavia. Hey,
Hey,
Latavia.
Oh my
So
God.
first of all, I don't know something about these numbers. Brittany, add me to the spotlight with Latavia, cause we finna open up
All
this
right.
call together. We gonna open up this
Oh my
call
God.
together.
This lady's
So
too
Brittany, go
noisy.
ahead and turn the music.
Oh my God, she's too loud. I can't listen to that shit. So we're just going to leave her like that for a bit, and we'll just keep abusing this chat room until she realizes. Oh, there she is. Oh, look, have your kid in here. Let's have a wee listen then. Okay, I'll go back to this one and see if we can get the sound going in this one. Might be able to.
In pharmacy, as a partner in pharmacy, I'm tired of us always having too much compassion for people. Like let's give them 5 more minutes, Latavia, so they could get their guest on the call. We ain't doing that no more. Listen, to truly know what pharmacy is to truly know that you better be prompt, you better be ready, and you better make sure that your guest is ready and notebook ready, pen ready, energy ready, receptive to the information that is coming ready. Listen, I see Mr.
I'm ready.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Goofy McGoofy in the comments or in the chat saying some foolishness. Baby, I am the daughter of the GOAT, baby. What you saying ain't gonna get in my way. Listen, you got the perfect name. It's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, baby. When I was growing up in elementary school, when I was
Here we go.
8 years old and my mama was hustling to put some food on the table in this industry called network marketing, baby, that was around the time where that was one of my favorite cartoons. And I used to wake up in the morning and it's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come outside, it's fun inside. Yeah, that used to be what used to come on. But guess what? It's about a rat, and nobody in the world respects a rat, right? And then it's about a
rat.
goofy, okay? Which is exactly who's in this comment. So we're not even gonna be affected by that. That's not even finna get in the way.
Oh, really? Is that the best you can do, ladies? The Mickey Mouse Club. I kicked him out. I did really good.
I feel that God could have gave me, and even the Tuna family could have gave me, was my hope again. Why do I have hope again? Because I'm now partnered in pharmacy. Now I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. And Latavia, I know you were supposed to be opening up the call, but my energy said, baby, just start talking now. Whoever here was supposed to be here. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this call. You know what, Latavia? When it's time.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, y'all, one of the best things that pharmacy have gave me is the opportunity to change my life again, y'all. I was having a
This
moment of
meeting is being
gratitude because
recorded.
as I'm about to walk inside of 26, I was just reflecting on, many different directions my life could have been. I do have a mother who is the Stormy Nicole Wellington, who is the GOAT and the visionary of 1,000 Families Rich. Yes, my mom has been in the industry of network marketing for over 18 years. Yes, my mom joined this industry to change the trajectory of our life before she could help anybody else's life. Yes, I am one of the
Gosh, she's got a
1,000 families.
screechy
I'm probably
voice.
one of the first because my mom is the visionary of 1,000 Families Rich. Yes, all of that matters, y'all. But I was at a point in my life where at 25 years old, I was feeling hopeless. I was feeling like the woman that I always envisioned myself to be. I felt like that opportunity was no longer. When I first decided to say yes, and excuse I haven't been home in a few days.
Lucifer's helper.
Somebody try focus in the chat if I know that you're listening. But it was a point in my life where I lost hope. That woman that I always visioned myself to be, it didn't
This
seem
meeting is
very
being
reasonable
recorded.
anymore. It didn't feel very achievable anymore. I thought my time to make that happen had passed.
Double
Y'all,
screech.
I've always had a lot of pressure on myself. Since the age of 18, I went inside of my first ever depression because I felt like I was falling behind in my life. So to have a woman, as my mom, like Stormy Wellington, I always felt like,
Scrutiny
listen,
Turner.
the next generation is supposed to be better than the first one. So knowing I had a mom who became a multimillionaire in this industry of network marketing at the age of 29, in my mind, I'm like, oh shoot, girl, you got to 20, you got to do it before 29. Why? Because your mama walked so you could run, right? So I was always putting pressure on myself. I always felt like I had a certain timeline at which I had to make my goals become a reality. So I'm 25 years old after my first year finally giving this industry a yes. Back in 2020, I made over $500,000 in my first year of the industry.
Yeah, and she's still
Obviously, as a
stuck
young
inside
woman
Zoom
growing
meetings.
and all of that
Why is
stuff
she so
happening,
loud?
that
Sorry about
money
that,
started
guys.
to dwindle. I wasn't making that money anymore. I didn't want to even be a part of this industry anymore, y'all. But I
Yeah,
had came to a point in my life again at 25 where I felt hopeless. I didn't know what I was gonna do to be able to, live the life of my dreams. I didn't know how I was gonna make it
And how's
happen.
that going
But
for
I
you now,
was finding
sweetie?
myself reminiscing about the life I had when I first decided to be a part of this industry. And I was just praying for something, but I knew I did not want to be a part of the industry I'm about to share with you all tonight. I knew that I did not want to be a part of this industry anymore. But it wasn't until I found out about pharmacy. It wasn't until my mom was making a shift, was making a move, and I got introduced to pharmacy where I was like, wow, God, maybe pharmacy is what I've been praying for all along.
Oh my
Maybe this is what
God.
I wanted. I know I told you I don't want to do that network marketing and influencer stuff no more. But when I found out about pharmacy and I went to, be on the grounds, I went to go to Turkey with my mom so we could see about, the corporate staff, so we could see about the products, we could see where the products are being made, we could
All
see
right, let's go
their
find somebody
culture.
else that doesn't
I was like,
screech so
wow.
much.
Because one thing I know is that you always want to put yourself where you see yourself. And I was going through a transitioning, I was walking out.
Can't listen to that shit anymore. Anyway, we'll leave it there just in case we get desperate and we have to come back. But there'll be another meeting happening here. More multi-level marketing you can poke a stick at. Let's have a look. And there's nothing here yet. Well, that's it. 8 minutes past 2 my time, which means normally about now. I think that's a 9 o'clock meeting in Florida. I'm just having a guess. Or in America. Are you still there, Bob? Bob Moran. Hi, Jelly Smack. Nice to see you here. I see you there in the chat room. You're in 2 chat rooms. I can see that. Hedging your bets. Good on you. That's nice. Still going through these meetings, but that lady was so screechy. There's not much you can do to stop these people, though, is there? I mean, look at them. She's all glossed up. And she's living the dream, and she's just made herself a millionaire, so she claims. And she's telling everyone how wonderful life is, but she's stuck at reality. She's stuck inside a Zoom meeting, sort of like me, really. And she's just so happy. She's so happy. Let's have a wee listen to her again.
Could see me crying, and I don't know, the tears just didn't want to roll down anymore. But I was just in a space of gratitude. So I just wanted to shift the energy a little bit. Maybe I did give y'all a little time to make sure your business partners was on the line. But we're gonna reverse this, and we're gonna do it the right way. Seem like we got Mr. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse out of here. We got the other, BS energy up out of here. Listen, I'm gonna say one more disclaimer. If you are ever tapping into an industry and you letting the comments of somebody named Mickey Mouse or Lucifer make you feel like, oh, I don't think I want to be here anymore, then you just need a hug, baby. I'm gonna just say you need a hug. You need to
Right.
shift the way that
All
you
the
look at things. Because
naysayers,
my mama
eh?
said we begin to change the way you look at things, and things will suddenly begin to change. If you start thinking anything that can help you make money that ain't a regular 9 to 5 job is a scam, baby, you just need a hug. Okay. So we gonna open up this call the right way. I'm gonna pass the call back to my girl Latavia Dixon. And matter of fact, since I'm passing the call back down to her, I'm gonna edify her. Listen, Latavia Dixon, when I said I made over $500,000 in my first year of this industry of network marketing and influencing, Latavia joined me when I didn't even have belief in myself. So I just want to send her some flowers. Like, I thank you for, believing in me before I even believed in myself. Because honestly, if you didn't, give it, believe in me and give me a yes and let me
Yes.
practice on you.
Practice.
And help you make your over $300,000 as I made my over $500,000. Who knows? I probably wouldn't even have believed in myself to go get more girls, to go get more men, to get that 1,000+ people that I personally enrolled at that time. So I just want to say thank you for believing. And
Thank
I'm gonna
you
pass the
for
call back
being
down
a
to you so you
friend.
can open it up to me, and we're gonna restart. We're gonna do this the way it's supposed to be done. So go ahead, Latavia. We need the
Yes.
music and everything, Brittany. We need the music and everything, Brittany. We need it
Music.
all.
Oh my God, no, we don't. Shiny lips,
Brittany probably
Brittany.
went to take a water break. So go ahead, Latavia.
Okay. When I want to say thank you for that. Okay. Yes. This is the perfect song. Okay, Brittany. Okay.
Leave the audio. They do that so that I can't broadcast. So we just turn the music off. And we turn it back on.
Believed in you, and I always tell people, I looked at Manaya as though like I didn't even know her story, y'all. I didn't know her story. I was a single mom. I was young. Me and my family was
And I was
homeless for 6
starving.
months,
I
and
was
I was just
homeless. I
looking for
lived under a
something. It was
bridge. I
exactly
had half a
around this
brain cell,
time
and
when I was
I had to eat it.
I was looking for something. I wanted to change my life. I wanted to give my daughter the best Christmas that I know that she deserved, because her very, very first Christmas,
Sorry, Frank.
her very
Didn't
first
see you
home was
there.
in a hotel around this time. So I really, really, appreciate you for taking me up under your wings. Because listen, when I joined the
You probably
industry,
can't do
y'all,
much
I
in here
had no
now,
idea that I was going to make $300,000. I just knew that I needed to change my life and change my daughter life. So Manaya, I want to say thank you for
Thank
taking me
you
up
for
under your
being
wing.
a
Thank you for
friend.
coaching me to $300,000 alongside with your mom, Coach Stormy. I just want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you for not
Thank
forgetting
you.
about me when you guys first came back from Turkey and calling me and said, let's join. And yes,
This
thank
meeting
you,
is
girl.
being
My girl birthday
recorded.
is tomorrow, so y'all drop
Oh, they let me in.
flowers for the Queen Manaya herself, the GOAT
Okay, we're back
herself.
in here, I think.
But I just want to tell y'all a little backstory of me. I am a single full-time mom. I am a full-time nurse. And who doesn't get tired of not having, you want to have money, right? Everybody want to make some money. And when I just joined pharmacy is a very elegant, beautiful company. Like, I just
Elegant.
look good.
Beautiful
I feel
company.
good. I was already on my health journey, but with
She
these
looks good
amazing
and she
products, I
feels
do
good.
use the nutritional supplement lines. So I am officially down 20 pounds alongside
Yeah,
with
but you had
pharmacy
20 pounds to
nutritional
lose,
line,
lady.
alongside of what I'm doing, with just eating good. Pharmacy, it brings out the joy in me. I look good. I feel good. I actually take the time to get dressed in the morning. I actually have a face routine that I do every single morning. I am a 3 times director. Yes, in pharmacy, and I am a bronze that's going golden this month. So yes, I have made over $2,000 in pharmacy since the month of August when I started. So I am so honored and so grateful to be on this call to now present to you Miss Manaya Kinsey, who has made, like she said, over $500,000 her first year, in the industry. She's amazing. Her coaching skills, she never lets. I always tell Manaya, listen, keep your foot on my neck. If you take your foot off my neck, I'm going to slip, I'm going to fall, and I'm going to trick myself out.
Jesus,
I tell her
that's
this
pretty
all the
aggressive.
time. I don't care where I'm at, what I'm doing, I'm going to call her. And every time I call her, I always got to sit the phone down. I'll be like, girl, check out the shape, because she hypes me up. She is what keeps me going. And
She
I want to
keeps me
present to y'all
on
Miss Manaya
fire.
Kinsey, Platinum Director in.
Manaya.
I love the way that she said we are turning young people into leaders. So I want y'all to go ahead and drop some fire down for Miss Manaya, who is going to present to us this amazing opportunity in pharmacy.
Wow, thank you so much for
This
that
meeting is being recorded.
opening, Latavia. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, okay, Brittany, you could go ahead and bring the PowerPoint presentation up. Listen, everybody already know my story because I just told it to y'all 5 minutes ago. So we don't even got to get into my story no more.
Everyone's
I'm
got to
going to
have a
just say this.
story.
If you are at a point in your life where you are tired of settling, listen, walking into 26, I just had a conversation with my cousin today. I'm not settling no more. I'm not settling in no area of my life. I'm not making you gotta make certain sacrifices to get to success, but I'm not making no settling sacrifices. If I gotta sacrifice in terms of me settling for something, I'm not doing it. I'm not in that space in my life anymore. So if you are in that space of your life where you like, listen, I don't want to settle no more. I don't want to settle. I want what I want. I want I want it how I want it. I want to be able to do it and give it to myself. My kids want what they want. I want to be able to give my kids what it is that they want, and I'm gonna be the one to do it. Then this is the opportunity for you. Now, I don't know if you caught that part in Latavia's story, but Latavia literally decided to partner up with me in business on our first run because she literally just wanted to give her daughter a good Christmas. So now, y'all, our big thing right now, we have a challenge. Is make $50,000 before Christmas. Who want to make, even if you don't make $50,000 before Christmas, baby, if you make 5,000 before Christmas, that's a blessing. If you make 10,000 before Christmas, that's a blessing. If you make 3,000 before Christmas, it's a blessing. blessing. And guess what, y'all? You got some people that even if you make $1,500 before Christmas is a blessing. One of the best feelings about being in partnership with Latavia, the young lady that you just heard from, was when it was Christmas Day and I saw that girl take a picture with her daughter, and her daughter, the whole living room floor was full of gifts. And I know it started from a decision of her believing, shutting out the outside noise, shutting out her friends, whatever opinion they had on, girl, that ain't gonna work. Oh, I bet you was like, baby, how do I get to work when December 25th came and her daughter had the great Christmas? I know they was like, girl, where that money came from. And she probably was like, you know, that same thing that you said didn't work? Oh, that's how I was able to get my daughter these Christmas gifts. So one thing I'm gonna say too, we gotta shut down the outside noise. And when you get off of this live tonight, after I share the opportunity with you, don't go call your mama, your sister, your auntie, your best friend. If in your mind you was like, you know what, I want to do this, then guess what? You go ahead and you go do it without asking anybody else about their opinion. Because when you ask other people about their opinion, guess what you doing? You tricking yourself out of your spot. I don't know if my mom told this part of her story, if she told this part of her story as of recently, but when my mom first was joining this industry, before she had the goals of, you know, $150 a day, I believe the person that introduced the opportunity to her, she also had 3 of her friends with her. She had, I think, 2 of her best friends and somebody else. It was like 3 people. And those 3 people that she sat down with, they all broke as ever. They all probably couldn't even pay to turn the light bill on. They was broke, baby. And they was all sitting there together and they was, Stormy, we can't do this. This is a scam. I'm so glad my mama ain't believe him. I'm so glad she didn't believe him. Because how many millions later is she? I don't remember. 60 plus millions later, 139 first generation millionaires later, 60 millionaires.
They didn't like those words. Just saying. I've had enough of that one anyway. Let's go through some more. But they just don't care, eh? They don't care. They're just out for themselves. They'll do whatever it takes. So yeah. That's what we've got. So we're just having a look through the last. I'm not sure what Queen of Karma is doing at the moment. Another YouTuber I do like is Always Marcos, and he's probably on about now as well. So we could just have a wee quick look and see if anything's happening there. But there's no meetings. I think it would be true to say we ain't got no more. So let's just go to here. We'll go to YouTube Home. Who else have we got lives? Can you go to Shorts, Your Videos, Watch Later, Download, Queen of Karma? I wonder if you can actually bring up just lives, YouTube Studio, YouTube Kids Settings, Shorts Home, Live. Oh, you can. You click a button. Okay, so we can watch. What else can we watch? Lots of rubbish. Oh my goodness. Third party. Live stream November. Yeah, well, there you go. I don't know much about lives, but there's not too many people live, except Queen of Karma, of course. All right, so this is how we shut down the farm. We just go through here and we shut down all these tabs. I think we're done. We'll just flip over to say goodbye to the Queen of Karma, but I've had enough for today, so I'm going to call it quits. We'll turn her back on.
At least that one rhymes. You know? I think we got it. Did she drop down on her knees? I don't know. I don't know about that. We didn't get that, thank God. But I don't want to see that if she does. Okay, tell her to do that over there. But it's just, I don't know. It's a very interesting video, and we need to have a little bit of a talk. Because here's the thing: I think it also brings up a very interesting topic. Maybe I should explain before we go in. In Susie's video, she starts off by bringing up being a sports fan. And she talks more specifically about how she is a New England Patriots fan, which, if you did or did not know that, my husband is also a very big Pats fan. Okay? And she kind of talked about the similarities between being a fan of sports And then being a fan of Ash Mufara and this business venture. And maybe we do need to have a little talk about why those things aren't the same. If we're going to be doing that now, MLM Huns. Because I kind of went, I could see how maybe you, brainwashed into an MLM, might be convinced that that's similar. However, it's not really the same thing.
All right, guys.
So,
I've done 3 hours of it. I think I've had enough.
Would be the worst thing to have.
We'll say goodbye to Queen.
So without further,
and I'm off to do a call to help somebody out. So I'll catch you guys in the not too distant future, and I'll chop off the first part of this video and upload it as a new video about our firemen. So thanks for being here today. Really appreciate you, and see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.